And here we are, back in another evening. Star Citizen. Well. Actually, usually it's a morning, isn't it? Just me tonight, probably. Actually, let me mention that I'll be around. Maybe Craig wants to join. In fact, I will stream it to the crew. How about that? How about them crab apples or whatever we're talking about here? All right. Now, what are we doing on server? Busy. Busy. What do I have up here? Nothing. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Please. There it goes. All right, we're just gonna go buy some weapons and armor. I want a heavy set. Morsov or whatever is fine. Nothing fancy. And yeah, let's go to one of the OLP alignment locations. And yeah, go from there. Always hard to know how to share elevators. I blame it on the desync. But yeah, we can do Aberdeen maybe. So let's go up to the Galleria. Forget what they have up here.
Ready to shift your perspective from the ordinary
Yeah, so we'll just get a whole dual set. Legs. Oh, we're gonna be slow tonight. Arms. Helmet. Or backpack. Alright, personal weapons. Alright, Gallant's not a bad pick. I'll do Gallant. Arclight. Stabilizer, or do we want suppressed? We'll do suppressed. Pistol. Stabilizer. Arclight, it's fine. 12 of those. Gallant. Like 6 of those. 2x holographic. Let's see a laser pointer, so we'll just have to deal. Undersuit. What goes with that? Let's do a TCS. I guess. That's fine. Let's try the Arctic. It'll mostly be covered up. Craig, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. I'm not sure what to do with myself. I was thinking I would go to those OLP locations and look for rare loot, but there's two of us, we can do something different.
What's OLP?
It's the orbital laser platform, and then I was going to go to the ground bases where they do the like alignment missions and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, there's usually a good chance for loot down there, albeit very PvP oriented.
Well, in fact, I saw said, oh, there's yellow missions that I unlocked. There's always some to go to the alignment platform and laser platform. Is that part of that whole mission set?
I think so.
Or
I
is
mean, I
that
think
just
I think
like
they're just like
that
regular.
location and kill?
Yeah, it's just like another location of like go there, clear a bounty, go there, kill the bad guys.
Yeah, it just
Um,
kind of seemed
but
sound like it was
yeah,
kind of using it as a location.
yeah. The I guess the quote unquote mission part of it is more just like an event that's just repeatable ad nauseum forever to like fire the laser.
Yep.
But the nice thing is there's some good loot that can spawn out there, so that's kind of what I opt for. All right, let me get 1, 2 multi-tools, 1 tractor beam. Come on,
And I
kid.
got that Pisces. Actually, I got a Pisces and a Terrapin, so I can compare them. But the Pisces works great for bunker missions
Nice.
because you have a spawn bed and then a 1 SU carton fits perfectly in that little area, that little decontamination area that's right when you enter the hatch in the
Mm-hmm.
back. It's like it was made. In fact, it even has like a little outline on the floor that tells you exactly where to put it. What it does to snap in. But yeah, I got a white multi-tool which will match my white armor sets, and I got a bloodline and something else, and a F9 with I think some red highlights on it.
Very
But
nice.
most importantly, two of my favorite Tau times fours.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Yeah, my favorite loadout was that gallant gun with the times four scope, laser pointer, and a silencer. So I actually switched to that today, and yeah, I really like because like it lets you see all the way across those little small bunkers really well. Make sure you're not shooting, good guys or innocent guys if they're in the mission or not. And also, I noticed that as you enter the bunker now, there's you kind of come behind those like first two kind of rows of boxes that are on like the left and right with little hallway in between them that goes into the bunker proper.
Yeah.
And there's that little kind of letterbox gap in those boxes. Before you used to not be able to shoot through those, I think. And I noticed that now I can shoot through those. So if you put a scope on your rifle, you can just look through those things and knock off people all around the bunker by shooting through those little letterboxes.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't think I noticed if that had changed. That's a pretty good...
Yeah, I think I did it by accident. I came in, there was a bunch of people like right grouped in front of the door as I came around the corner, like, oh fuck, look at that. So I kind of ducked behind the boxes, and then I looked up through that little slot to kind of see where they were getting ready to. Because I was in like that crouch position, and so I was gonna like just pop up, shoot a bunch, pop back down again. And so I was just I was looking through that letterbox, kind of counting how many were out there, and then all of a sudden I noticed like, hey, my gun sight is actually like right on their heads here. So I just started firing away and like took that whole group down, and never even came out of cover.
Yeah, nifty.
But in fact, have you seen that security sweep mission? It's a yellow mission for security sweep.
No. Or not that I know of.
Yeah, that's actually it's like the next level up from a patrol. So it's like follows that same pattern as the patrol where you fly around, but all the enemies are a little bit harder, so they're in like a little bit better ships. and you'll get like when you used to get that like hostile guy coming in towards you, there'd be like two of them, and when you get the uh, what's that? Oh, where you protect the ship.
Yeah.
There's like multiple ships there
Okay, so they
rather than
step
just
up
like
the
one side.
difficulty. Does it pay more?
Yep. Yeah, it's like I think the patrol is like 32 or 35, and this one's 50, and it's double the scripts.
Okay.
So it's like 4 scripts rather than 2, but it's really fun because the ships are a little bit because like before you were fighting like Pisces and Mustangs, and so now you're fighting I forgot what the ships are, but like more like Hornets and um maybe like freelancers or something. So probably you have more chance of kind of salvage or loot maybe even. Because one thing I still never do, I destroy ships and I never check to see if they have anything. In fact, I was gonna rent a vulture either like tonight or like tomorrow morning before they switches. I guess even tomorrow morning it switches over to the finale, right?
Yeah, but I
Drake
think
was
it's
the last
like,
one.
I think Drake's the last one. Yep.
Welcome to the
Yep.
ASOP
So that
vehicle
means like
retrieval system.
I'll get the Drake ships today, and then all the ships all the way through the end of the event. Yeah, I wanted to do a vulture, but I realized I don't know where and how to go after ships.
Vehicle selected.
If
Stand
you had a
by.
vulture, where would
Your
you go to
vehicle has been
salvage?
delivered to the following location. Please visit.
Um, I would look around in Pyro because there's no crime stat for that one. Right, so you can salvage all you want. And then
Oh,
I would
you
look
get credit
for, I
for
would do the
salvaging?
salvage panels. Yeah, if you salvage a ship that somebody still owns, right? Like if I left my ship and then I claimed it, it would be flagged as unowned, and then you could salvage it without incurring any penalties. Um,
What, what about ships by bunkers?
yeah, it all
Does that
depends
give
on
that
whether
always?
the yeah, it all depends on whether it's been like if I died and just never went back, but I also never claimed the ship. I think it's considered
Still
still
owned.
owned until that person logs off or something. I'm not exactly sure. You can always check at a bunker if you break into the ship and it says you're trespassing, then you cannot salvage it because that means it's still somebody's actively owned
And some
ship.
of the ships, some of them look, pretty much pristine. Like the guy died in the bunker,
Yeah.
and some of them look pretty wrecked. They're on their sides or even upside down. Is there a ship gonna be too wrecked to salvage?
No, it probably just means you'll get less RMC off of it. Yeah, I'm not sure what the right location is. I mean, most people who do salvage for the money are doing the panels, right? That's their
Oh yeah, I forgot about
source
the
usually.
asteroid belt.
Yeah, you can find them in any asteroid belt, any
There
like.
you go.
You don't have to even go to the Air and Halo. You can go to any of the like Lagrange points and find them.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a video on that before I started playing. And so yeah, that it gives me a reason to get it in because I wanted to try out salvaging, but I thought, uh, I didn't know any of the locations. I totally had forgotten about that. Okay, I got some grenades. Just checking my ammo loadout here. Guess that's good. Anything else I want to bring? Oh yeah, I can see what. Say that black cherry one that you gave me, and I got a bloodline multi-tool and a ghost multi-tool. Also got a harvester. That's the one you like.
Because it's orange.
Want me to bring you a harvester?
No, I'm good. I
Oh, you
wanna,
used to like to
I wanna
get
travel light and see if I can get into this OL. I gotta go down and see if I can access my hangar finally, because I couldn't at the end of the other night. And then 2, I want to make sure that I can get into my Firebird and stealth my way into this place. Which is, your cutter would probably be good because it has a pretty low emission signature.
Yeah, I got 2 stealth components on it now too.
Yeah, and you could probably
Better than a.
cut everything down as low as you can to like a single bar of power and probably get pretty good.
Oh, what's the weapon I got? Got a weapon I had there. It's a stone face FS9, and it's red against gray base tent.
The stone
Oh,
faces?
then
That's a pretty nice one.
and I got that at Zenkov sniper rifle, the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
But I think I hated that one, right? Is that
It's pretty low
figure out
power, if I remember right.
yeah? So I looked
Yeah,
at it
I
and
don't
thought,
I don't know
what,
if I can access my hangar ever again. I think I'm permanently blacked out from it.
What?
I think this is
Your,
like a
main hangar in New
yeah, my
Babbage?
personal hangar in New Babbage. I can't call it, right? I'm sitting outside the spaceport. I can't call it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get. And that's the thing. I set a bunch of gear in cargo containers for everybody that's sitting in there. So that gear is gonna be gone. It's like, you know, subscriber gear and stuff. Oh well.
And it's any ship you try?
Yeah, I can, like, I just claimed a ship up at Everest. I was able to get it there, right? I can use my ships at any other spaceport, I'm guessing. But for whatever reason, my personal hangar is really bugged out.
It gives you that red error message
Yeah.
saying you can't fly it this time.
Well, I don't know. I have to go to the ASOP and find out, but I can't get into it from outside of the starport. Right, I can't request landing in my hangar anymore. So I'm gonna go land at the exterior garage and see if I can go up and get into my hangar that way. And if not, then I guess I'll just start claiming all the ships somewhere else. Have to find a new home on this server. But yeah, this is a bug a lot of people are complaining about, and there's like 10 different ways people say to do a workaround, but then there's always somebody commenting underneath it that it doesn't work.
Yeah. Tried that.
Yeah. So it's probably unique to everybody, but
Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do today is I got to get up coffee, milk. And I was gonna go over to New Babbage and get the snaggle stick and some copian horns. 'Cause I've never done that first unlock mission for Wicklow, so I've never been there.
well, you got to watch me try to find all those horns, so now you know the method.
Yep. But yeah, I think I have a shitload of scripts now, but I think that's the only place I can use them, right?
So far, the hope is that down the line they'll add more, but I have no idea if scripts will even persist between patches, right? Like, people are worried that the key cards and stuff wouldn't for some of these locations, and those did. So the big hope is that you'll be able to do the scripts.
Yeah, I figure that those probably should be wiped when your money's wiped. No, 'cause yeah, your money doesn't get wiped. That's only on the hard wipes, not the soft wipes.
Yeah, that'd be my hope. You know, but then there was like a bunch of stuff that people were supposed to be able to get that was going to be, you know, account bound. Like, hey, I completed an executive hangar mission and got this ship. It's like, oh, okay, sorry, no, doesn't work. The ship vanished.
And also I did, if you look under priority, you know, where the hunt for Pileus is, there's
Yeah.
there's like a ghillie training mission there, #1, that shows up. That's at ArcCorp, and it gives you, I think, 5, 10, and then 15 scripts for doing the 3 parts of it. There's a part 1, part 2, part 3, and it's the 3 parts of a patrol mission. The very first mission is you just go out and you get those 3 things to scan,
Mm-hmm.
and and 2 are satellites, and maybe 1 is a hostile if you're lucky. And that's
Yeah, I'm
mission
fucked
1.
with
You
the
get like,
hangars. God damn it, that sucks. Well, that's 4 sets of gear that I probably won't get back until a full wipe of like subscriber gear and stuff. That I had set aside my only electrical pulse rifle. Oh, God damn it.
Well, I guess maybe because they normally do a like. Oh no, they would have done. Because I was thinking they normally would do a patch like after the Invictus week. You know, they about like a week or two after it, they would do a patch that would remove all the assets for the convention center, and you know, relock the doors to it.
Yeah, I mean that's my hope. Otherwise, 4.2 I might be lucky whenever that comes out, but it doesn't mean that I'll get what's in those boxes back, right? Those boxes are probably lost inventory. So I set stuff aside, and so I had like a sniper kit, I had a full electrical weapon kit, I had like a pretty good like medium ranged machine gun based kit. I forget
Well,
the
at
other
least
one
they'll
was,
they'll,
but
they'll
I had a
they'll all
couple
come
of
back.
things. Yeah, they'll come
They'll
back
all come back
eventually.
in your. Well, and it just they'll show up in your back in your home base inventory. In your worst case scenario.
Yeah, I
But
just
like
have to
if you
wait until they do a wipe to get it all back.
well if you do a like for 4-1, did you lose like decorations in your hangar?
Oh, I don't
Or
know.
if
I
you
hadn't
decorate
put
your
any decorations in for a while because that stuff it can vanish anyway. It just gets caught in the cleanup routines and goes away.
yep.
So I stopped decorating my hangar because I was like, well, I don't, my fancy whatever I don't want to lose. That's fine. I'm gonna head over to Everest Harbor, set my spawn.
I was weird because I was thinking I might go over to New Babbage. Because that's where I have to get my Copian horn and. But yeah, I'm up for anything. If you want to play solo, it's okay. I'll just be on the same server. That way,
Well,
if you need
I don't
rescue,
need
I
to
can
do it
come and get you.
for a long time. What I want to do is try to do one good run at one of these locations and see if I can't get some cool stuff. That's kind of my goal is to head over. It's on Aberdeen is where I'm going to go, but I wanted to take a stealth ship. I don't want to do something that's going to show up on everybody's radar the second I enter the atmosphere. Is this Hurston? Yes.
Oh yeah, let me look at.
There's like 3 ships out here, just at the orbital marker. There's a Star Lancer, a Vulture, whatever the little penguin ship is called, I forget.
Okay, here's the other. I got a new yellow contract too. Is ship under attack, and it says like a Cutlass Black under attack over Microtac. And here's another one, a Freelancer Dur under attack at the asteroid belt or asteroid base.
And do they reward script?
Nope, no script. They're like 53.
Yeah, so I think that's just another spate of like random missions. Which I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Go
Yeah,
for
the
it, I
ambush
guess.
gives you 1, and where's that other one I was telling you about? Security sweep, yeah, 4 scripts, and it's 50, and the patrol is 30, so it's 30. It's 20 extra K and 2 extra scripts. And like I said, and I found it a more fun mission to do. Oh, and what's that other? There's that other Gilly mission. It's an 8-parter that I think gives you a lot of scripts. But I think that's under. I thought it was under mercenary.
Yeah, here we go. I've got got one of those missions you were talking about. Go to a decommissioned orbital alignment platform.
Yeah.
Platform alignment facility and kill some guys. I'll take that and go to that one and then do that mission and see what I can find while I'm there.
Okay, here is Combat Gauntlet, Scenario 1.
There you go.
First one's 20K, and it gives you 1 script. But then there's 8 in the series. So you get, the first one is single target and multi... Oh wait, no, this is... Yeah, they do different things. Like I saw a guy doing mission number 5 in this series, and that is teaching you about your decoys and how to use them. So you come against a bunch of ships that are preferring to shoot you with missiles. So you have to kind of use your chaff and decoy, and the little hints about the mission, it says like and get in close, because if you get in close, they can't shoot missiles anymore. I gotta look up my missile key. So I had that Super Hornet and it's got a shit ton of missiles, and I couldn't remember what my goddamn missile key was. You have to go in that missile mode. Options. Yeah, I ended up liking the Hornet. The Arrow, just like I kind of remembered, is really maneuverable, but its guns are so small, and with these rentals you can't change them, so I end up
Yeah.
with these yellow jackets on the nose and like badgers on the wings or something. And so the yellow jacket ran out of ammo immediately, but the Hornet had size 4 Gatlings. At least they had 2,000 rounds each, so I could do a handful of missions and actually use the guns once I got kind of locked on, and I wouldn't run out of ammo right away. But the F8 Lightning, I really liked its firepower, but it was just felt sluggish. It was kind of
Yeah,
like,
I'm not sure why they've
like
made that one so slow.
well, it's a heavy fighter, so it's, I guess, just like that Guardian, and even like, and that's, I remember, like the Cutlass Black. It was, I think, classified as a heavy fighter. So you could fight it. I would put like 4 Panthers on it, but it was I think that's that same loadout the F8 has. So it had good firepower, but you couldn't keep it on target with like a smaller, if you're fighting something small and fast.
Yeah, I want to like the Lightning a lot more, and it just
Yeah.
isn't there. Which is weird because I always describe it as like the pinnacle of fighter technology, right? Like the best air superiority fighter, yada yada yada. But it just doesn't have the chops to deliver on that. Even against PvE, it's not, like PvP always is going to have its own meta, but PvE is just not that great with it either.
And I compared stats on the Saber, which used to be my personal favorite fighter, and the Hornet. And in fact, I found out why I liked it better. It's more maneuverable than a Hornet, and it's got better firepower than the single-seat Hornet, but not anymore, because now you can. Before there was no way to put like that turret on the back of the Hornet, and I think in my day, the Super Hornet's turret, you couldn't control it with the pilot. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. It was kind of like the Hurricane. You get that nice big turret up there, but if you're flying it alone,
You can use it now. Yeah, they've made a bunch of them so that the turrets are slave to the pilot now.
Yep. So now it's like the Hornet. If you upgrade it with Super Hornet components, like you said, you can put that turret with the missiles up there. So then it gets more missiles, more guns, and in fact, I was doing that. In fact, you can't buy the Hornet, those Mark IIs in game. I saw that you could buy the single seat Hornet Mark II, but you can't buy any of the other Hornet Mark IIs.
Yeah, I think all the
Are they
variants are pretty
are they
recent.
really new? Yeah, I couldn't figure out if they were just new and they're still in that waiting period, or why you couldn't get.
Yeah, I
Because they're
think with
double the price.
4.2 they'll be out.
It's like the Hornet, the F7C Mark I is like 2.8 million, and the FC7 or F7C Mark II is 5 million. So it's almost double the price. But you get like size 4 hard points instead of size 3 on the wings, which seems to be a good upgrade. Oh, here it is, vehicle missiles. Launch missiles 1, cycle next missile type 2.
Welcome.
Don't you have
to
to,
the ASOP
how do you
vehicle
switch
retrieval
into
system.
missile mode? Is there
Your
some button you
insurance
pushed
claim
and
has
you'd go
been
into that
sent.
missile mode?
Yeah, to shoot missiles, it's like middle mouse button for me.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Cycle next missile type.
Please visit us again.
Yeah, in fact, let me look at my mouse controls and see where it. You can probably find it that way. See, I think I remember I'd hit the middle mouse button now that you mentioned it. But I should have had it mapped to my joystick someplace. Here's one to fire missiles, wheel up and wheel down, missile type. G increased number of missiles.
Okay, so we've got an Ursa, 2 Ursas, a Pisces, inside of Everest Harbor, oh, and a Cyclone. Not great. Never
Inside
figured
the
out how
station?
people... Yeah, inside the station.
Yeah,
Never
how'd
figured
they
out
get
how...
them in there?
I do not know.
Like I told you today, I found a whole, dragonfly, right where the ASOP terminals are. You're looking in pristine condition. I was thinking, how the fuck did you get this in here? Weapons.
This is a reminder that patience.
Oh, staggered and combined F3. I forgot about that. Oh, cycle gimbal assist. I think I've been using gimbal assist and I don't realize it. Because I used to remove those little gimbal. Excuse me. Oh, I used to remove those gimbal ones to get the bigger weapon, but now
Mhm.
you don't get knocked down to size by using that gimbal. So I think my weapons have been gimbaling. I think that's a good thing, right? There's no downside to that.
They fire slower. You lose like 30% of your speed.
Right,
Welcome
that cycle
to the
gimbal
ASOP
assist,
vehicle
standard
retrieval system.
gimbal lock modes,
Your insurance claim has been set.
gimbal
Your
assist,
vehicle
standard
has been moved to
gimbal,
our storage facility.
and gimbal
Your
lock.
vehicle, please visit us.
Oh, I tried that right mouse click on my guns, which works really good when I was shooting people outside the bunker.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it's really good against like large ships if you're like at
Or sniper
range.
targets.
Yeah, I think its intended role is for you to be able to like shoot out a turret or the engines or something on like a capital
Yep.
ship. And I was watching Morph had a video out, Morphologist, that he was talking about, you know, the real trouble for big ship multi-crew gameplay is that even a really good turret gunner is not going to be able to kill a maneuverable aircraft unless they come within about 500 meters. It's like, that's just, you know, that's just how they've designed it with the way, like, the weapons spray out in a cone, right? If you're in a small ship and you can engage at 2,000 meters, most of your shots are going to land. Whereas if you're in, like, a hammerhead, right, you're not going to land most of your shots on a Hornet unless that Hornet is coming in to, like, maybe that 500-meter range. It's just like, I don't know how they're going to fix this or balance this, but, like, it's really, like, it's always better to put 6 people in their individual fighters than it is to screw up a hammerhead. It's like, you know, and people like the Polaris and they like the Idris, not because they're better at killing fighters, but because they just have so much health and shield, the fighters don't matter. It's like, you know, which is fine, I guess, but that's not like a real solution. It doesn't make it fun for the gunners, because they really, you might as well just not have them unless there's another capital ship. I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. It's an interesting take on that gameplay. But he never brings up that precision mode. And I think that's kind of would support his point, right? That, like, you could literally sit at range with, like, a cannon, right? And just ping, 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 fire off straight through the shield, damage that hard point, or damage that, you know, that point defense cannon or whatever.
Aegis founding assist activated. Systems green.
I think I found it. Toggle missile operator mode. And nothing set on my joystick. It looks like its next operator mode is my middle mouse button, where it kind of cycles, but it cycles through all of them, is mining, salvage, scanning, quantum. Looks like I'm gonna set this to missile one, to missile button. Which button is free? That's my chin.
Alright, wish me luck. I'm flying to Aberdeen. Hope nobody's there.
Initiated.
That second mouse group. What's number 4? Scan angle. I don't need that.
Initiated.
So that will be my missile mode button. Perfect. Alright, I should have missile capabilities again. Yeah, I wanted to try out missiles, I just couldn't figure out how to do it, I was all frustrated. All them carrying around all these goddamn missiles. Right. Guess while you're doing that, I'm gonna run out to New Babbage and get those copian arms. And I'll turn them in so I can.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get close to this thing. There's a bunch of ships out there already. Have to walk through Aberdeen for 5 kilometers or whatever.
Yeah, when I saw those, I was scared of them because I thought that align and die mission.
I mean, that's a good way to think about it. That was align and die. I mean, I'll keep
Actually, I'm
low to
on
the
the
ground. They won't be able to see me that
Oh, yeah.
easily. Or if, you know, if I don't show up on their sensors and they hit ping, I'll look like a rock on the ground to them. As long as they don't notice that when they ping 2 seconds
just
later, I'm
came-
a kilometer closer.
He just came into the lobby of Everest Harbor. This I wouldn't switch serve, but I'm counting 1. Oh, there's a couple cyclones, 2 Ursas. What's this? A Pisces up on that observation deck.
Mhm.
The thing is I've never seen a station loaded with ships like this before.
Yeah, it's really kind of crazy.
But if I don't, normally if I see something like that, I'll switch servers. But since I'm going to Microtech, maybe there's cooler people there. Let's see if I got my hangar. Crosspoint's hangar. Yeah, I'm always tempted now to go down to Loreville, just so I can see how much scripts I have. I've been trying to do missions that have scripts attached to them, just because I didn't know if they were gonna go away at the end of this event.
Landing. Systems offline.
I guess if scripts are permanent, they, like these yellow contract missions, should stay around and still give you scripts, right?
I think so. I mean, who knows? They're all new this patch. I have no idea what their plans are.
You were saying 50 scripts get you one favor?
I
Is
think
that the
that's
conversion?
I forget if it's 50 or 30, but yeah, I think it's something like that. You get one favor, and then like it's some combination of like favors and gems that you have to mine, and like copian horns or whatever can get you like armor or gear or whatever else.
Yeah, so I think I probably would need like 10 or more favors to do anything. So that would be 500 scripts.
Well, and the favors are these like little puzzle cube looking things, like little glowing Rubik's cubes. So they are also a, you know, a material that you have to hold on to, put in your inventory somewhere and save it and hope it stays through patches. Oh, somebody has killed half of my hostiles already. Okay, so people are here doing stuff. So I'll see if I can hold out and how long. Problem is, it's so hot and like environmentally hostile here. Damn it, I'm not gonna be able to climb up this thing, am I? Parked
Oh,
in a
that's the other
bad
thing I
place.
got is two Pembroke backpacks, but they're the RSA edition. So
Nice.
they're kind of black with kind of gray and gold highlights.
And
So
I made a
they
mistake.
should look good with some of my but yeah, that's I'd like to put it on like my singularity, but that's a
Yeah, you need
medium.
that heavy. Well, you could go get that Warden backpack I got that one time. That'll fit any size armor, and it's technically 150
What's that?
micro SCU. It's the one I went and
I've never heard of
found. Remember, you watched me go like find it on some like NPC in like a derelict location, and he was wearing like a cape, he had that helmet with like kind of the pointy ear sticking out of him. And his backpack is a large backpack that's kind of a black and tan color, so it's not like that good looking.
And it
But
fits on
but it
anything?
fits on anything. Yeah,
So even like a light armor?
yeah. So you can wear it with anything. Unless they fix that this patch, but I haven't heard anything about that.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, it's useful. It's probably worth grinding a few of those. I haven't put mine on yet
Yeah,
this
like
patch.
if I had my preference, I would wear light armor all the time. Oh shit. I hate when I
All
do that.
right.
I always
Hey, I
get in
made
the
it.
elevator, I call the elevator down, I put a box onto the pad, and then I walk away from the screen. Then I have to go through the whole thing again. Because it immediately brings the elevator back up.
All right, the NPCs are here. They don't seem hostile activated on anyone, so I think I'm safe. It's probably somebody was here, just left their
Yep.
ship. Fine by me.
Oh wait, now this is full. How can this contents remaining? I told you I had that box that was giving me 19%, but now this one's saying it's full. I thought I emptied it. Maybe I didn't. My last run. But yeah, 46% full. Oh no, now it's now because it's saying it's 0% out of 1000K. But when I look at it on the elevator, it said it's half full. Well, only one way to find out. Call it up.
Come on. No, all right. Not letting me off the thing. That's annoying. God damn it.
Oh,
Can I get on the roof or no?
Yeah, it looks like it's disconcerting. 'Cause, like, whenever I look at this crate now, it says it's like half full. Like it, as I store stuff in it, it seems like it permanently puts it into its measurement, but only when I look at it on screen or on
Right.
those inventory screens.
Yeah, I think it does eventually kind of like limit the total amount you can put in, but I don't know,
Yeah, I
it's just
think
a
when I
weird
get,
bug.
I think I have to go to. Oh, no, that's just the spaceport. Next time I go to a place that I can buy a crate, I'll probably buy a new one and leave this one in like Port Tressler or something. Yeah, I think the last time I played, the players could share the same container, but we wouldn't see each other's gear. So like if we had a SU box, like we could both use it, put 2 SCUs in it, but we'd only each see our 1 SCU worth of stuff. I remember you told me that was different. I think I just got a 30 scripts from. Yep. Clark just got taken out and I didn't do jack. Yep. 30 more scripts. Because every time I see that message, I want to see like how much I got now, which makes me want to go all the way to Lorville. And that's the only thing I can do in Lorville really is check my scripts. Yeah, I made the big mistake when I first used this Pisces. I went all the way down to the bunker, got inside of it, and realized I had never set my imprint. I thought that was going to be stupid if I died. And I know I'm gonna, cause like you said, like whenever you store your, if you store a ship that you had your imprint saved in, it puts you back to your home base.
Yeah, it's
So I think
supposed
I'm gonna,
to. But then
oh,
again, now
is it?
my home base is broken, so who even knows what's happening?
Oh no, it would just put you at New Babbage Hospital.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, but yeah, you could be trapped there, right? Because
I
if you
mean,
ever
I would
end up in
have
New Babbage,
to, yeah, if I don't have a ship I can get to, where I'd have to get somebody to come down and get me. So yeah, I'm gonna always want to stop somewhere else, you know?
that that's wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely very broken.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, like in 315, 316, I got into some case where the only way out is I had to do that character reset.
Which they've now denigrated that, so you can't really use it as effectively anymore.
Yeah, if you did that, that would really hurt because you have like a couple different patches now of ships and money grinded out.
Well, I don't think you'd lose all that in the reset. It would just send it all to your home location.
No, the reset used to set you back to like zero fun. You keep your, whatever you bought in real money. It was the same as like a hard wipe. Well, you're back in like 315, 316 days. So remember I did it. I played for. Yeah, 'cause I started like the pass before you, and then I started 314, you started 315, so I was. Oh, but back then it used to wipe every pen. So I remember I had just gotten enough ships and cash grinding out that I was mad because I went all the way back to zero. And I thought that's no fun.
Keycard accepted.
All right. Yeah, another thing, they don't save those MDF orientations that you have. because whenever I get into some ships, I don't like how the default layout is, so I switch them all around, and they keep resetting back to the default.
Right.
I think power settings seem like they stay set in between retrievals, but like MDFs keep resetting. All right.
That was a waste. I think I need to go in the security rooms more than anywhere. How do I even get in there?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, I'm on a streak now. I haven't done any. No need for a ship claim or a regen, except for the ship claim and regen I had to do because of getting inside that crate with you.
Oh, right.
That's the only time I've had to claim a ship or regen in like 3 or 4 days now. Somehow that made me feel good, and I thought it really shouldn't, because those things don't cost you anything
Oh,
or,
this. I need a
have
key
any
card.
downside.
And I just wasted a key card. Damn it. My hostiles remaining has gone back up to 100%, so hooray.
This will be my first time to New Babbage. I think I've been to Lorville, Area 18, and Orson. And I've been to Port Tressor a bunch, but never to New Babbage yet. New Babbage is the other place I've always considered. Oh, here's someone with Idris parked at Everest in one of those docking rings or docking arms. I don't think something I don't see too often, but I guess I'll see more of now. Since everybody and their mom has an Idris.
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty much around all the time now.
I think I've always started at Lorville, but New Babbage was always the other place I've considered. Ready.
Come back. We were having.
Key card accepted.
I still haven't been to any of those like little outposts on, like, it looks like Hurston's got one called like Zephyr, and Microtech's got a
You can't
Aster's
hide out
Clearing,
forever.
Dunaro, and Frostbite that have shops at them, but they show up in that universal item finder. I have to go out and visit one of those.
We can work this out. Honest.
I did stock up on laser pointers.
Yeah, that's something I need to remember to do.
But it looks like the laser pointers, you can just get them at Cubby Blast, the Live Fire on Sephirum, and then at Hurston and that Zephyr outpost, and Microtech at their 3 outposts. But you can't buy them anywhere else.
See if I can get into one of these security rooms now. It's gonna be a lot more guys to kill. It's okay.
What ship did you fly in there?
I took the Saber that I have, which I think is probably the right call because it's very stealthy. I can get the signature down to about like 5 kilometers if I just turn off components and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a video comparing the Hornet Ghost and the Saber won it like hands down. Because the Saber gets this minus 40% buff on all of its missions, where the Hornet Ghost gets a minus 25.
Keycard accepted.
And then when you put stealth components and all that in, that extra buff kicks in on top of that.
Yeah, no good loot here. Damn.
Is this how you want to spend your final moments?
All right, what's this?
Scared?
Overlord. I don't have room for all this. Where's my good loot?
Yeah, one thing I noticed, that it might have just been RNG so far, but the Hurston bunkers seem to have like 4 or 5 times the number of loot boxes than like the Microtech or R-Corp ones did that we did. We did those ones earlier in the week, and like they had like 2 loot boxes in them each. But the ones I was doing on Hurston had like 10 loot boxes. And you know, like, and several of those red weapons ones, and I was thinking, I wonder if that's always the case, or was I just getting lucky today?
Yeah, it all depends on, I think, how quickly it like loops back over.
Found a body.
Here we go. I found Prestige Misc Racing Jacket. I guess that's cool.
Dan's picked up some emergency beacons. One of them might be that Polaris.
That's not right.
Yeah, I grabbed a security uniform from one of the security guards. I can see why they need my help at those bunkers in Hurston, because they wear just like pants and a shirt and have an LH-86 pistol, and that's their only armament. You know, no armor and no pistol, and they're going up against, you know, bad guys with armor and machine guns. Because whenever all the bunkers I did, it's like all the good guys are all gone. At least the guys over in who had the white? Oh, it's probably Crusader that has the white armor. No, it was too bad. It's Microtech.
Ugh, got a guy
Like
who's
those guys,
bugged out.
it's easy to
Run, Quade,
it's easy to
run.
tell the good guys. If you need a rescue, I'm already in my Pisces.
You know, I think I'll be okay. I've just got a one of those NPCs who gets to be invulnerable for some reason.
Yeah, luckily I've never encountered that yet. Well, I guess the one time I did, I got to shoot him, which I was glad. Oh, where's the airport here?
Alright, let me review my inventory here. What do I actually want and what do I not want?
There it is.
I mean, you're welcome to come join me. It is a pretty hostile environment, I'd say.
I don't want to ruin your fun. Seems like sometimes I really like playing in groups, but sometimes I like playing. So I think probably my favorite way to play is probably all of us playing solo on the same server.
Yeah.
Because that way, in case we need each other, we're there to help, but you don't have to. you're kind of waiting for someone else to do something, or you don't feel bad about doing something and making everybody wait. That's the one downside of the group play is sometimes I want to do something and I feel, but I don't want to do this right now because it's gonna take time and everyone's gonna have to wait for me.
I'll cover you.
But if we think of something cool to do, I'm up for it. But we don't have to do it either. I'm good either way. Now where's my hanger?
Go ahead.
There it is.
So I need a blue key card. Oh, so Pisces rescue here. Nope, not a Pisces. What am I talking about? A Cuddy red. I mean, yeah, I don't think anybody's like right here on my location. But I did notice some ships active at probably the drill hole. So just keep that in mind, that like if you come down and they see you, they may come engage. We don't really know.
Even if I'm in a medical vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some like brand new player, must have been here from the free fly. He was bitching in global chat earlier today when I got on. He's all, just got this game, tried it out. It's like, I got in my ship and someone immediately shot me. Someone's all, oh. Uh-oh.
Got a minor injury. Might be using this guy's vehicle anyway.
Collisioning all over the... Did I go to the wrong hangar? I tried to glide in and the door looked closed. Now it looks open.
You are clear to launch.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, now it's closing. Yeah, it was bouncing all over the hangar or the spaceport like a dice rolling.
I'm having such a hard time jumping, and well, I know I can do it. Done it before. There we go.
Hangar request.
I think I just broke my inventory. Which is bad.
Here deployed.
Yeah, I'm going to use this guy's cutlass to heal my arm injury. If I can.
Cutlass red.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like when people leave you little goodies like that in there.
I mean, unless it's so dead that it just isn't working, but
Engines.
yeah, I'm screwed in that regard. That's too bad.
I wonder if do you have to turn on the power to, if I turn off the system, does the med bay go down? So you have to make sure.
Oh,
your
it's
system-
it's not soft death, it's hard death, so that's the problem there.
The only problem with the Pisces is, that The, the crate totally blocks the door. So you have to move the crate out as you. But actually, the first time I used it, I took the crate out, you exited the Pisces, and I put the crate back in and closed the door just in case anyone came down. And I figured that was stupid because what I should just do is, put the crate on the elevator, ready for all the loot I was gonna grab. Slide this. Here, I'll put it in. Yeah, the first bunker I went to, I filled up my heavy backpack twice. There was so much loot.
Awesome.
And I was skipping a lot of it because there was, stuff when I looked at it, it's like, I don't want this, I don't want this. I didn't take any of the armor or anything, that normally takes up all the space. Should I store this? Yeah. Actually, there's nothing in it. Is it good to store your ship when you leave your hangar? Can you go up shopping in like a city like New Babbage and have it expected to still be there when you get back? Or is it best practice to store it?
Sorry, I'm getting shot at at the moment. It's hard to multitask my brain. Alright, so that's the guy who's bugged out.
It's weird since my Avenger Titan is stored at the Sakura-san Goldenrod work center. But it was just like parked out in front. I wonder if it got moved into that little hangar that it's got there.
Keycard accepted.
Yeah, that's possible.
Kind of like when you get killed, near a city, they bring you into the hospital with all your gear. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But I guess that in that situation, you get to keep everything in your backpack, right? If you're in that medical first responder zone or whatever they call it.
No wonder you're still alive. You're tech.
I run out of oxygen.
I saw a Reddit entry that said at one of the past events that you could rent anything that was at the exposition hall from any rental terminal at a major city.
Interesting.
If that was a lie.
I don't know if that's true. Yeah.
Well, and I didn't think it was because when I started playing when the event started, and I went to one of the rental terminals like in Lorville, just to see what was, what some of the rental cost of ships were. And I remember seeing a bunch of extra ones. I just went to the regional or Regal luxury rentals, and it just had this normal set up because it should have all the Drake stuff then, and it's not here. So that might have been true at some past event, but not anymore. Where I want to go is the spaceport kiosk. This should be it. I should find a smoke daddy here.
Cowards.
Nagel Snake Austin.
Maybe I'm going crazy. Seriously, someone's too scared to come out. Right, safety area.
Where's my smoke daddies?
Someone.
You wanted this fight. Now
salmon steak.
Is this how you want to spend your fun?
Spicy salmon. I got every single flavor but smoked daddies.
Cowards hide.
You wanted this fight? Now you're gonna feel everything.
Is this how you want to spend your final moments?
There it is, smoked daddy.
Well, I may run out of oxygen and die.
I'll cover you.
Come armed with the oxypen.
I mean, I have oxypens. I just used them. My oxygen went up and then immediately back down. Oh my god, there's so many guys out here. All right, come on,
I used to
get
use
away.
them in the past, and I can't remember what I used to use them for. I think it was when I was in caves because I would easily get lost in caves, and so I needed extra oxygen to find my way out sometimes.
All right.
What if I should buy more than one smoke daddy just in case?
Clear the fence, Quade. No! Alright, I think I can get away. We'll see. See what my haul is. And this is something I would love to take this back to my home base, but no. Can't do it. So I guess I'll just leave it at Lorville. Alright, I think I'm going to be okay. I just got to make it to my ship now and not get killed on the way out of here.
Makes it more exciting.
I suppose so. Yeah, I'll meet you somewhere. I can show you the cool set of loot that I've gotten from my my trip today.
Oh yeah, and you're now super chairman. What was your award?
Oh shit. Why is everything vibrating? Oh, they're moving. So somebody was right there with me, and they're moving the satellite, so they're gonna fire the laser again. Yes, I should leave.
Yeah, that means you're in a hot spot.
Yeah, time to go.
Where is?
The ship looks unmolested. That's good.
Triple berry
Don't die,
fizz,
Quade.
my
Don't
favorite.
die. Thankfully, falling down here isn't too bad because Aberdeen is a really low gravity. So I can like slide down mountainside Skyrim style and be okay. Alright, get in the ship, replenish my oxygen, sneak away.
Uh-oh, he locked up. Trying to buy a Synergy Plus.
Are you in Lorville or are you in New Babbage? I mean,
Babbage.
okay.
Yeah, just some pros. Something's gonna kick in a second.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green. Launch complete. Landing gear rejected.
Well, here's another question I keep wondering is on the right side upper corner of my HUD display with my helmets on is I normally get the mission I'm on at the top that I've tracked and what objectives are next.
Mhm.
And under that I see the name of the last ship I was in. So right now it's saying the C8R Pisces Rescue : Frostpoint, and then right under that it has another player's name, and sometimes like 3 or 4 players.
Yeah.
That is like like his name is Whole Armor. What's that? Oh, all the way to desktop.
I have no idea. I think it's any character that's using, any player that's using just like out loud voice, like, or not out loud voice. You know how you can join a voice channel that's attached to like global chat?
Yep.
I think that's
Well, it
just
has
the people who are
mission
in
icon.
global chat.
I was assuming is because I think the thing comes up because I normally have that hunt the Polaris mission going. So I was thinking that's the other people that have hunt the Polaris mission that are nearby me, maybe.
I doubt it. Well, let me take Hunt the Polaris and see.
Yeah, I went all the way down to the desktop.
No, that didn't change anything.
Let's see. Where am I? Oh, I should wake up and. Well, I'll get to ride the tram. Mantis was trying to tell me that the tram in New Babbage and in Lorville were the same. And I was saying, no way, man. The Lorville one's like an Amtrak, and the New Babbage one's like the Disneyland monorail. Steel wheels versus like rubber tires. My first crash to desktop, I think, in a while. I think I got
Yeah,
my
people
first
say it might be
attack.
Vulcan. I don't know if that's accurate.
I'm in DirectX still,
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
but I think the last time I got it was on the weekend. You know, the event started. So it might just be weekend.
Alright, I guess I'll deliver all this stuff to Lorville, just because I feel like... Well, I could go to Evers Harbor, right?
551 after 650 on Rational Positron. Yeah, the server didn't seem overly. Actually, but we saw those vehicles being spread around Evers Harbor, so that was.
Yeah, if you want to swap server, I can, I'll drop my things off and then come join you.
Okay, I clicked on it already, so I'm on my way in. I wasn't having trouble with it except for the crash.
Right. That's how it always is. Yeah, it's a
Other than
great
that, it
server,
was
except for the
perfect.
problems I was having. The Evers? Yeah, that's Evers. So let's go here.
Yeah, I'm more curious about how to solve your problem.
I don't know. I've seen everything from region switching, which is what you suggested, to Arena Commander,
The Arena
to
Commander bullshit.
claiming every single ship you own somewhere else. You know, that kind of thing. And then I've seen people say, well, actually, the problem is that there's a bunch of stuff in your hangar that somehow breaks your instance. So I had stored a couple of ships and a couple of vehicles on the side of the hangar, right? So they were like, oh, well, just claim all those ships so that they aren't in your hangar anymore. Well, that didn't work. So that's like, I'm just kind of out of options. So there's a lot of, and there's like so many issue council reports of this exact same thing. So
Oh, look at that! Right back where I was standing.
yeah, crash recovery is pretty good these days.
Oh, and even I had the Hunt the Polaris mission selected, and it just automatically selected it for me again. That is impressive.
Engines on. Weapon systems online.
Now I just gotta drink a little synergy. I think synergy gives me some food, right, too? The luxes and the synergies.
Yeah, the Lux is probably the best ratio.
Yeah.
But the synergies are pretty good.
Gives you a little, but not as much as the luxes did. But yeah, I'll take that. Got to 195. And I noticed another thing that really is frustrating me is 'Cause I used to always like to put my trash in the trash cans, which are few and far between in Star Citizen. But I'll actually search out a trash can, and then now it won't let me put the bottle in it. I'll put the bottle like right over the opening, and it kind of hits and it drops out. Ah, there I got to do it.
All right, so here's my haul. I got the arms of the Antium armor, which you can only loot at these locations. Okay, I got a couple undersuits that are just nice, but they're not rare. I've got 2 Parallax Energy Assault Rifles and 2 Quartz Energy SMGs. And a variety of alignment blades and maintenance key cards. Oh, and a P4 AR. Sorry, P8 AR. Citizen Con 2954 edition. That's pretty, I'd say that's a pretty good
Collector's item.
haul, yeah. Alright, I'll make sure I'm set up for everything we might want to be doing. Alright. So I've been using the Gallant. I'll keep using that. That's good. That's a good gun.
Yeah, compared to the P4, it's like it seems like it. I was like in that bunker. I was just one shooting people, and even with the FS9, I was having to plug it with a bunch of bullets to put them down. But it was doing surprisingly well.
Welcome to the ASOC.
So the other thing I for sure had out. Let's see. Everything's stored in whatchamacallit, I should just claim. Everything in New Babbage. Hornet Mark II. Stored in New Babbage, claim.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
I bet you're right. It's all those boxes you put out. You and all that.
Yeah,
all that trouble playing the game and setting it up for yourself, and that's the thing that screwed you.
Yeah.
That actually makes perfect sense. It's like something's wrong with your hanger, and it's like some box, like, you know, kind of fell out of where you put it, and is now blocking something.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
And it doesn't want to get rid of the box, and so it can't, you know, bring in any ship now either. But I could see that happening.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Your insurance claim has been sent.
It's the thing I went out of my way to do is ended up screwing me.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Alright, so anything unknown, destroyed, or stored at New Babbage has been claimed here to Everest Harbor. We shall see how that goes. So I'm going to go heal my arm, and then if we want to party up and do stuff, I'm happy to tag along and support whatever you're doing.
The thing I'm going to try to do now, which God damn it. I bet I didn't bring it. That I wanted... I guess I can get one at Tressler. My plan was to go get these Copian horns and take my Smoke Daddy, and yep, I left that milk coffee in Everest Harbor.
Can I buy it in Everest Harbor and bring it to you?
Yeah, in fact, you can get them at any Elroy, so they're on any, you know, all the space stations that haven't.
I'm surprised there's an Elroy's in. Oh my God,
Actually, I looked at that.
The medical crap is broken. I'm just gonna use one of these Ursas they left lying around and see if I can heal myself in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this server's probably not good. If we can't use the hospital beds in Everest Harbor, we probably should not be on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the screens are broken. I can't even get into a room.
I'm gonna switch right now then, because I thought I got this. The whole reason I got this spicy is so I can use this medical bed, but it's...
Yeah, I'll finish my heal and log out to main menu. We can join the server together. That's funny. So that medical Ursa that was abandoned in the hallway, I just used that to heal myself.
But the hospital wouldn't work.
Yeah, the hospital wouldn't work, but somebody's private property that I just got into is doing a great job. All right, exits and menu.
Maybe that's why it's there.
Like, yeah.
Some guy was frustrated and he's like, "I'll fix it, god damn it."
The year of quality improvements is, I mean, I think they've done, pardon, I think they've done a lot for stability. I just don't know that they've done a lot to fix the bugs, right? Like, server crashes are rare, server meshing works really well, right? Occasional crash to desktops are becoming few and far between. You know, stuff like that is, like, getting better. But, like, the bugs are all still here. They've not fixed most of them, or every fix they've done is just introduce more.
You can see that in just how the software is developed is you don't want to touch code unless you're touching it. So a lot of the bugs that are in some systems, that are not involved in what they're working on for that patch, they don't want to touch it
Yeah.
because they know they'll break it more. But just has to kind of be, gets into the lottery is whenever they touch that system again, that bug may be fixed.
To our storage facility. Visit us again. Goodbye.
Well, I'm really proud of myself for that run and getting 4 energy weapons to replace the 2 energy weapons that I lost in my hangar, potentially. I'm very, very pleased with that. And they have cool paint jobs, including an energy assault rifle that is orange. It's orange, Kraig. You believe it?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that.
That's the most important thing for you.
Yeah, well, now I'm going to have to find and see if Evers Harbor sells an orange outfit for me to use tonight with my new orange rifle. Yeah, all right. I'm in main menu, so whenever you come to it, we can party up and go back in. And then we can do wild animal hunts, right? The Cull the Herd and all that.
Oh, the Hunt the Players mission is almost gonna...
Oh, I should have waited. I should have waited around. I just quit. Oh, well.
But actually, in the state, because that Polaris ETA happened, so they're on the final neutralized Polaris, so it's either going to escape or they're going to kill it. But see, I don't want to make you wait now. So normally I would like go to the bathroom or something here and see, but I'm gonna...
I mean, we can wing up and do the mission, too.
Once I don't have a... I think I went all the way to desktop like an idiot. Instead of the menu. Game is running. There it is.
Better
Yeah, I
catch it.
figure on the last, actually tomorrow after noon your time, I get access to rent, any ship, that was rentable. Because right now I just have like single seat combat ships. I want to get a Buccaneer and a Saber just so I can kind of compare all the ones to see which one I want to buy in game. Yeah, but I figure I can get like a Eclipse. I can rent Eclipse, which might be fun for that Polaris mission. And it's pretty close to Hurston, so you're probably the same distance that Xenothreat was from what Mikkel 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I could fire my 3 torpedoes, go back to Everest Harbor, or maybe like one of the L points is closer. So there should be a base close enough that I can fire 3 missiles, come back, reload, go out, fire 3 missiles, come back, reload. That's what I was doing, like with those Idrises during Xenothreat. I could get sometimes 4 or 5 torpedo runs on the because in that last round they had like the 2 Idrises, I think.
Yeah.
But this Polaris sounds like, is the Polaris better armored than an Idris?
I don't think so. They're all pretty tough, the 2 capitals. The Idris has, I think, a lot more health, a lot more shield. They both have like PDCs though, so that makes missiles pretty tough, or torpedoes pretty tough to land sometimes. So people have gotten good at dumb firing, right, where you're doing runs and firing them off real close.
Yep,
And the
that's how you
PDCs
do
don't
it.
have a chance to track.
And
They-
before that, I used to do that in the olden days just because it was more fun to kind of just come in and crop dust.
Mhm.
All right, I'm in the
All
both
right.
menus. Of the,
Invite sent.
accepted.
Is this the same one?
Admiring Crater. No,
Or-
we were on Rational Positron, I think.
Okay.
That's the one we were on. I think it's the name that you like, Admiring Crater. Can you bedlog in a med bed? No, probably, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I was wondering if I should have taken off and bedlogged in my Pisces, but then I thought, no, I can't. I couldn't have done that. Illegal activity. But yeah,
Right.
I figured I have to try that Polaris mission since I've done it 35 times. I should actually do it once for real.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some multi-crew ships we can use. I can get the Scorpius in here. We can take a.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a. What's it called? One of the Vanguards. It's not outfitted at all. The Scorpius has at least got better shields and all that. In fact, I'll go claim that.
What's your best two-man ship? you
Either
like?
the Scorpius or the Vanguard.
What about the Asgard? Does that have more firepower than the Scorpius? Or you're taking down like a Polaris-sized ship?
Maybe. Now, it wouldn't be as maneuverable. We might get in trouble from that.
Vehicle retrieval system.
But yeah, let's,
But is that
let's
your
claim that
target?
Asgard.
Because that
Your
I was actually
insurance
doing
claim
pretty
has been
well.
sent.
Because it felt like you still had four
Welcome
guns for the
to the
pilot
ASOP
after I stole the
vehicle
two
retrieval
from you down
system.
on my turret.
Your
As long as
insurance
it's got
claim,
missiles.
please visit
Yeah, I mean, we could always do something like a Constellation or the Great Corsair or whatever, but those are not specific to two people, which is what makes it kind of hard.
Yeah, one ship that I've always wanted them to make good is that Gladiator, and they even fucked it up. It's one of the only ships that didn't get bomb racks.
Even though it's literally a bomber.
Yeah,
That's funny. That's typical, right? That's like very, very CIG. Alright,
and it had
let's
the
see.
size 5 corpse on it.
Come on, give me some orange
If I
ADP
remember right,
armor. Give me some orange ADP armor. Item name, orange. Oh, yeah. I just don't have ADP legs that are orange, but I got orange core.
That's your favorite new feature is the search where you can just
Yeah, I just
type
put in the
word
color. Yeah.
and see what comes up.
Arms. Alright, I gotta find a helmet that will look good with orange. I gotta find legs that'll look good with orange. They have an orange. Oh, yeah, a sienna undersuit. Alright. Armor, legs. I'm gonna do heavy legs.
Bastard. I was riding down the elevator and it stopped at floor 7 and there was a guy standing at the door, so I ran out. And then I realized, oh, I'm not in the lobby. And I turned around and I saw him in my elevator with the doors closing. If he would have been faster, he could have hit the wave icon or emoji and really, really screwed me.
And
Hi, come on.
I think I'm out of luck on matching legs and helmet. I wonder where I gotta go to get that.
It's funny how important that is to me in a weird way. We say that we're guys and we're playing this game with guns and missiles and armor, And one of the most important thing is dressing ourselves up like a Barbie doll.
Goddamn right it is. Maybe
I
we'll
don't
just
know
wear
how
some
much
like
time I
white Morozov.
oh, and that same guy again. I was running up to the tram and the doors closed right in front of me, and there's that same guy in the elevator. It screwed me. He got to do it twice.
Who's your nemesis now?
If I could only overdose him with my med gun, like the good old days, I would. All right, my first time in a new Babbage shuttle in a long time.
Here's a dress-up question. Is it worse to have a slightly different color, like orange and sienna, or to just go like fully different color, like orange and black? Probably orange and black, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
probably
maybe
the right
that's still
call.
something I have to do. Is I bought that aerial set of armor, then I like to match it with the G2 helmet. But there's a blue G2 helmet and a Twilight, and I got one of them when I bought it, but I actually bought them in the past, and one matches pretty well, and one matches almost that you can't tell it apart, and the other one it was blue, but you can notice the difference. But yeah, normally if I get in that situation, then I like to go for a complementary color rather than one that looks like it doesn't kind of clashes.
How this goes.
Yeah,
Find
the one armor I
a.
haven't figured out I used to have that I designed for my Seeds of Orson days is I had a medic light set of armor that was all red and white with that white Max Fleck backpack, but it was red and white armor, but I had to get a mixture because if I got one set it wasn't right, but I could mix like two. I got like a true def, I think like core, but then I had to get like that F8 legs or something.
Yeah.
I got a set that looked really good. That was all I ended up being all kind of red and white. And I think there's an RSA red and white jumpsuit that was underneath. But I put a lot of work into it, and I can't remember what it was now. That was like over 2 years ago.
Oh, this is terrible. The helmet does not match.
Yeah, that's one of the most important things. Especially whenever you go into third person, you end up, with the camera like right over the helmet. So
Exactly.
it's like too noticeable. That's why I spent so much time with the Twilight versus Blue helmet for that aerial blue and white set. So I got the wrong one. It was like every time I went into third person, like that fucking helmet.
Welcome to the new Babbage, capital city of Libertas, where creative innovation creativity.
All right, let's do maybe like a dark gray helmet.
I think what I have to do now is I have to go to any of the equatorial OM markers and fly straight down. Or I got an unknown extra large hangar. I wonder if that's yours. Should we go in there?
If you can. Interesting.
Let me get out of this elevator and bomb at my hangar. Not letting me push the button now. But I thought Actually, let me go back to terminal. I'm just curious now. If I go into a different elevator, will it still be there? Because we're in the same party, so theoretically, I should be able to go to your hangar, right?
Yes. It's interesting that it says unknowns. That's probably my problem, is it never fully assigned it to me or whatever.
Yeah, I wonder if that's some kind of important clue to how to fix it. Because how would you attach hangar back to you?
Well,
You can't like
yeah,
claim your hangar.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
really know.
I get an unknown extra large hangar. Oh, let me click. It made the sound of clicking button in this one, but it's actually not going. Yeah. Yes, that has to be your hangar. Unknown's extra large. Because you have an extra large hangar, right?
Yeah, and that's where it would be, with that location, so... Alright, I think gray looks good. The darker of the two backpacks. Alright, I've...
If you
Oh,
get in the
man.
elevator, what does it tell you?
It says my hangar's name, but when I click it, it just doesn't go anywhere. It just stays put.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It said unknowns, and I was clicking it, and it wouldn't go there.
Yeah.
Come, visit Orison, the city in the clouds.
And I see rescue.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
What kind of
Yeah, it
pistol
seems
do they
like your
sell
main
here?
hangar is an important thing to have access
Yeah,
to.
it's very broken. Which is unfortunate.
From breathtaking views, incredible dining,
Make sure I
to
didn't leave
unmatched
anything in my
shopping,
inventory here that I wanted,
is calling.
like I did at
Stay at
Everest
the
Harbor.
luxurious accommodations.
So I
Tour
got my
empire
smoke
lounges
daddies.
and bunks in a sunset that is truly unforgettable. Whether you're just looking to
Now
spend
go
the
to
day
an
unwinding
equatorial site.
or relaxing by Green Circle's infinite spa with shuttles arriving daily. What are you
It's
waiting
I wrote some
fine.
notes now. I want to go to an equatorial site on the edge of
in the clouds?
either grass and barren rocks or grass and oops, I gotta take this box out of the way. And I look for like grass and barren rocks or grass and snow. You know, right, go right to the boundary of that, and then I should see what are they called? Boreal quasi grazers. And if I see those, then I'm in the right place. I remember that's what we were doing. We found the tundra quasi grazers, and we thought, there we are.
Yeah, and that was not it at all.
Yeah. They purposely fucked you. Go right there.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
I guess I'll make my way back to Tressler. Let's leave all these other guns here, because why not?
Yeah, because I have to go there to buy the milk. Yeah, the milk's at Banshee, Orson, and that L2 store. And actually, it's in every home city, station, Port, Everest, Banshee, Sephram, and then at Orson in that L2 store.
Yeah, where's the food court here? Let's see. This way.
Actually, I've been using the mini map to find that. I was all happy. Because that was before I'd be running all around the station, but you can always see the edge. I can normally spy the very edge of the food court, and then I can kind of know which direction to run.
You want Get Up Coffee Milk? Is that it? Or do you want Flood Energy?
No, it's, yeah, Get Up Coffee, parentheses, milk parentheses is the
Alright.
one that you need.
I'm gonna buy like 10 of them.
How you doing?
But I think that's the only time you need it, is in that very initial mission. Actually, I don't know. I've never seen any of the Wicklow missions yet, so maybe I'm talking at my ass. But I have to bring a smoke daddy, a milk, and 3 tundra horns.
Yeah, so you don't want black, you don't want decaf, you want
Everything going
milk,
all right?
right?
Yeah. It's in the can.
Yeah.
I think black coffee's in a like little bottle. Actually, the black coffee's in a milk-shaped bottle.
Right. That, I mean, that sounds like CIG logic. Oh, yeah, sure, I
And
got
also,
these on me.
how old are those milk bottles? I think you have to be like over 40 to even know what like an old-fashioned like milk bottle would look like. Because now, you know, most people would think of a milk carton or milk, you know, those plastic milk jugs.
All right, I'm bringing 5 in the backpack. I'm just so excited. My orange gun is the same shade as my orange armor, mostly. I mean, it can't get better than that. It can't.
Can I search for OM markers in the map?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm still in the atmosphere. I can try it. OM. Yeah, it gives me comma rays. Now I should be able
Welcome
to see him.
to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
There's one.
Welcome
That's
to the ASOP
that's the
Vehicle Retrieval
equator.
System. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
We
Vehicle
just read
selected.
it out.
Stand by.
I
Your
got my
vehicle
power
has
too
been
quick.
delivered to the following location.
Oh, one. That's the
Please
pole.
visit us again.
Come on, recover. There we go. OM1 down to OM5 should be perfect. Oh, that's in the night. Let's go to OM5's in the daylight. This should be right on the equator if I remember correctly. And there's snow and grass, so right there would be perfect.
How can Miss help you today?
That now.
Systems on.
An area that's pretty big. It has to be a good place right here. I just feel it. Oh, I gotta go reset my medical bed. Need that to lay down.
Shield off.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What happened?
I got out of my seat to go set my medical bed, and now I'm floating in space as my ship flies away.
Were you in quantum?
No, nav mode.
Okay. I think we're okay. I can come rescue you. Just need to, doing a
Hell,
plot
what
of
a
course
fucking idiot I am.
How
did
would
at
I
the
do
same
it to
time,
a
I thought,
party member? But you're on the way to Microtech? Oh, yep, I see you.
yep, I'm in
Frost
orbit
Point.
right over the equator.
Plotting course. Alright. It's about time I rescue you. Thank God I picked a ship with an interior.
And my ship is rocketing full speed towards the surface.
I wonder if I'll be able to follow your
It's running
ship
into a-
marker. If
My
not, I'll
ship
let you
is-
fly.
Well, it should. I think it's gonna crash because I was on full power, pointed straight down, and I can see the marker now. It's counting down. It's like 16.2, 16.1, 16.0. So it's rocketing right towards the ground. I was hoping it would notice I was out of the ship and cut its engine, because then I thought, oh, I could EVA over to it. But it's... So it should just go right down, hit the surface, and then get destroyed.
You never
Luckily,
know.
there's nothing in it but that damaged crate.
Oh, the one
What
with
a
the
fucking
wrong.
idiot! That was.
Well, I'm
I feel
surprised. I
so
mean, you
bad
you
about
should be able to get out of your ship, out of your seat. You know, it's supposed to be
Yeah,
better
I
during
thought.
quantum, better during nav mode. And if you
But
get up out of
nav
your seat
mode.
in nav mode, it just stops accelerating. And so the ship will eventually slow to 0. If it knows you're out of your seat. Clearly it bugged out, so maybe it doesn't know you're out of your seat.
Yeah, I got out of the seat and I turned around and started walking back towards the medical bed. So I took 2 steps and then I went down on the floor and I collapsed. And, kind of like you would if you were getting like knocked around. And when I hit the button to stand up, I was out in space. And that, for an instant, I could see the kind of, exhaust jets
Yeah.
of my ship, still in motion. That's when I figured
The
I was
game's been
hoping
working
no.
very hard recently to stop us from doing things.
Well, this is I did it to myself. Is like what I should have done is just flown down, hovered, or just I didn't even have to set the bed. I could have just landed even before I opened the door. I could have set my bed because I had to pass the bed at that point. So this was just to give me something to do, rather than waiting the 3 minutes for the flight down. Yeah, it looks like it's keeping a constant speed. It's taking longer than I thought. It's only halfway down from when I, the measurement when I first saw it. If you pick me up, we can see how close I would have been to my goal of getting Copian horns. Because I thought I picked a good spot. Now we can actually just follow my ship pointer down to see if I
Yeah,
got.
we'll look for
picked a
the,
good spot.
what's our server name? Something crater?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll look for the crater.
An ironic twist. I made an admiring crater.
That's it, admiring crater. Yep. It was foretold. Alright. Yep, looks like I can navigate right to you.
Here's a guy asking how much
Ooh,
script
what
work
is this?
Epical.
Idris just popped in, that's cool.
See if someone answers him.
Yeah, I see a Pisces close by. That might be yours. We'll see. If not, it's one we can steal.
Looks like I was reading the global chat. Looks like someone fell into the elevator hole in his hangar.
Nice.
And some guy asked you, oh, how do you fix this? And he's all, you stay clear of the pit.
Oh, we have a problem. You're moving. You're falling.
Oh, really?
Yep. Alright, let me figure out how to open exterior here. Probably Alt-F. Open doors. All. Alright. Be an interesting rescue.
Where are you? Oh, there you're coming.
Yeah, I'm coming closer.
Oh yeah, I can see that if I look backwards, I can see the particles kind of floating up. I was looking down at the planet.
Where are you from me? Oh god, this is gonna be so hard to figure out because you're like stuttering. Now, let me zoom out for myself.
If I can.
There you are.
I think I remember trying something like this. Oh. Yeah, you're right.
You gotta get that elevator slot. You have a tractor beam?
Yes. Oh, wait, I'm inside your ship.
Alright, we got it.
Oh, wait.
Maybe?
Yeah, I'm on your elevator.
Alright.
I didn't even do anything. Let's see if I can go up. I'm
Good.
going up.
Alright.
I'm rescued.
We are rescued. Yes.
I don't know what you did, but you did perfectly. Because I was all ready to start maneuvering. I was gonna reach for my tractor beam, and all of a sudden, you just planted me right on the elevator.
Yeah, so the next difficulty you're gonna have... Hold on, I can make this work. I can
I'll probably have to
definitely
crawl.
make this work. Yeah, this thing throws G-forces like
Yeah,
crazy.
I'll just stay on the ground here, so I don't exit the ship again.
Well... Did you succeed in setting your spawn on the Pisces?
No,
Oh.
I was on the way to do it, but it should be able to just go straight down to it, and we can see just for fun, what the outcome of that was. So I'm guessing that it should have continued to go down, but then the atmosphere would have slowed it down. But it should hit the ground like at 200 kph, because I think that's the.
Alright. I want you to stand on the elevator and lower it. We're not moving.
Oh, okay. What are you gonna do to me?
I think we can get you back on your Pisces.
Oh, it's still floating. Wait, where's the elevator? This way. Oh, there it is. Wait, is that the elevator?
It's in the same room
I'm
with like some...
outside. I am.
Wait, did you just like pop out? It didn't go down?
Wait, now I'm back in your ship. Please try this again. Close. Am I getting it? Oh, I got it in a suit locker. Go down. Yeah, I had that kind of overlapping. There's my Pisces right here.
Is that yours? Can you open the... Can you open... Well, I didn't want you to fly off because you're going to fall. Maybe. No, you're not. Oh, good. You're in 0G. Okay.
Yeah, it's open.
All right.
Map open, and oh, that crate's in the way.
That can be
Oh,
fixed.
but I'm in.
It's interesting. So you must have been moving, not because we were in the gravity. Yeah, not because we're in the gravity of the location, but because we're because you were considered right. It never took you off the physics grid of like your velocity when you fell out of the ship. So you just kept that momentum. You would have eventually probably smacked right into your Pisces. Come back, Box. Alright, we can close my door up.
This was an unbelievable rescue.
Yeah. Well, it's about time. I still owe you so many.
Well, actually, this is one of my favorite things about this style of play was when we both like did our own thing and we get these ridiculous rescue things were some of the most fun things that we ever did.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like that, you had to like. Cause I remember lining you up in one ship that I had a, but it was up in space though. It's like maybe around like a comms array. Yeah, it looks like my ship stopped because it's trying to calibrate down to. Oh no, I'm still going at 700 meters per second. Oh, maybe I started accelerating when I hit the seat again. Oh, let me close my. I think my back hatch is still open. Yep.
He's flying straight down from here?
Yeah, that was my original plan. Actually, I got a couple suggested markers that were near the equator. It was an SMO 10, SMO 18, SMO 13. People were suggesting because you want to find you want to be on the equator, but the other one just said go to any of the equatorial markers, and which are don't go to 1 or 2, go to any of the other ones. and then fly just straight down, and then you'll be on the equator. It looks like I'm going right down to, when I zoomed in, it was a grassy area on the edge of the snow, which is exactly what you want. But how long does it take you to fly down?
We're pretty far up.
Wait, this
And
is
we don't
weird
even have an
because,
altimeter yet.
oh, because I should jump to microtech, right?
I guess, but it won't jump you straight, right? It'll put you at a weird angle.
Let me try that, because
Here, I'll go down and you can see where I end up. I'll do the microtech jump.
all right.
Oh, actually, I'm still on that equatorial band that you were above. But yeah, it put me 250 kilometers in. So yeah, take that. And then you should be much closer to come fly straight down.
Oh, and there's SM-13. I can actually hop right down to that. It's right in front of me. Actually, what's this one? Let me see if there's one closer to the edge of the snow.
Some of those on the other side of the planet, you gotta be careful.
Oh, yeah. I got an altimeter now. I'm, what, 30 up?
Yeah, so if they're not, 30 kilometers away, then you're probably on the other side. I'd say we just go straight down on the snow border here.
I'm
Plus,
already having a break.
you get all the cool flame effects.
Oh, yeah, I gotta look at that. Yeah, I'm at 10 now. Whoa, I got a break.
Alright, where are... Oh, yeah, you're over there. Let me catch up with you.
If I didn't hit the space brake, as I would have, I think, piled into the ground.
This will be some fun low fly. Not really the best ship for it, but that's okay.
Right now I hit the ping, right?
Yep.
Unknowns. But these are probably like mining rocks.
What kind of copium? You don't... Do you need tundra?
Yeah.
Alright, I've got a couple near me. Just popped up 2, and then there's another group of like 5. Not too far away.
We come down that way. I was gonna say I want to go see the crater my Pisces made, and then I realized, wait, I'm in that. Where's the crater?
Yeah, we were very successful. This thing just kicked on a bunch of combat music for me. I guess I've aggroed the Copion.
Hey, just for fun, I'm looking at some unknowns on the way, just to see what. Come on, tell me what you are. Don't barrel into the ground. What is this thing? Why am I so close and it's still unknown? Oh, there it is. Let's see what. Unknown. Oh, do I have to like scan it now? Oh no, there it is. Just popped up. Something. They're all overlapping. Oh, it's some minerals for rock mining. Let me fly over to you. Some nice terrain.
Yeah.
Oh, you're landed. And where are they? How come I can't see them if I ping?
Try getting a little closer to the
Oh, they're
ground,
right
maybe?
there. Yeah. They're right by your ship. They're looking at your ship. Right, let me come in. My gear down. If I can land this bad boy. back towards where they are. Now remember, these guys rushed you when you were hunting them. So I gotta be ready for my fight. Engines off.
Offline.
And let me up the back door. Just out of extra caution, I'll set my spawn just in case a Copian gets me. Always confuse me when I go to set my spawn here. It shows me, it says spawn point anvil C8R rescue, Pisces rescue, but it shows a cutlass red picture.
It'd be very Drake if like just random respawns happened on your spot.
Oh, in fact, it's already set here.
There you go. Interesting.
But we changed servers. And I stored the ship. I thought that would normally, when I stored the ship, that would normally set this out of the way. Was it windy? My ship's like kind of drifting.
Yeah, mine's kind of moving up the hill a little bit too. Alright. And then the others are on this hill that's kind of on the opposite side of the valley, so I'll go land near them.
Wow, this guy's sliding down the hill. I'm going to have to catch him.
Yeah, get the tractor beam on him. You might be able to pull him back up.
Oh, there you go.
Landing successful. Engines on. Launch sequence complete.
Oh, his body's still growling. I thought there's one sneaking up on me. 5. Should be able to store his horn.
Engines off.
Come on, store. There we go. Make sure I got it in my... Yep. Run back up the hill. Hit the other one. There's just 2 there, right?
Yeah, there were just 2, and then there's 3 over here. I'm just going to take this intensive eradication effort.
Yeah, I keep seeing that, and I keep... But it doesn't give you instructions. It just says you go to, like, go read that manual.
Yeah, so it says I have to exterminate Marok, exterminate Tundra Copian, and exterminate 4. Here, I'll share it with you, actually. We can do it together. Since we're killing them anyway. There you go. Yeah, so just 15 of each.
What was
So
the other
we'll,
one?
the Marok and the Forest Copian. So after we get your Tundra ones, we can go to like Astor's Clearing, and they're all over that place. We can kill the rest of them. Alright, where you boys at? I've got to test out this rifle.
Oh. Did my box move down the hill yet? I probably should just ditch this box because I'm not going to need it. But you know what's going to happen as soon as I ditch it? I'm going to say, I bet I only had that box back. I didn't even look at the slope of the train I parked on. There was a nice flat area that was right next to me too, that I could have parked on. In fact, let me do that. Drop that here. I'm gonna be able to load this in at this angle.
Oh, when you get here, I'll put the coffee in the box.
Well, actually, I'll put it in my backpack. That's just in case I lose my ship again.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do that because it's an easier way than trying to drop it on the ground and
yeah.
risk it falling through the planet and stuff. There should be some internal storage in the Pisces, too. You know what we should be doing this on is like hover quads, and dragonflies, and that kind of thing.
Yep. Now, get my tractor beam ready. Put this back in. Like, it was gonna be really ironic if that box was gonna cost us the rescue. Because at one point I thought, I'm here, I got the back door open, and now this box
Yeah.
is blocking my way. And if I try to get it out, I'm gonna, float away from the ship and start falling again.
I'm surprised I was able to catch you without that much fuss.
Yeah, that was like I said. Your ship was like close by, and I thought, okay, now I have to maneuver. And you told me to get the tractor beam out, and I thought, oh, this is right, because I used to be able to use your tractor beam in that Corvalex
Yeah.
abandoned facility that had like the mystery in it.
Yeah, it's good. It pulls you along a little bit towards whatever
But
you're...
yeah,
Yeah.
it was all 0G, so you could pull yourself along. So actually, having the skill that I learned, I'll be able to put it to use. Now close exterior. Perfect. I don't hear any boxes going around. Thrusters are on. And you're over here.
Yeah, I'm basically standing right on him.
Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed.
Get a part flatter this time. Not on a 45-degree slope. And let me go up a little bit. So my box doesn't move around. There we go.
Engines offline.
I rented a terrapin also because I thought this is exactly what might be the bad downside of the Pisces. Is the box completely covers the entryway. Whereas the terrapin's a little bit bigger, so that it will still give you that small. What, did you kill them all?
Yep. Yeah, it's just 3 of them.
Yeah.
Make things a little quicker for us. Here, I'll go deposit the coffee.
Pick up the horns.
And I'll start searching for the next batch.
That means I should kill the global. Should have 5 of them now. Yep.
Engines on.
And I always wanted to have a terrapin. So, but the only thing is this medical Pisces is 555K, and I think the medical terrapin is like 5 million.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a little bit different in pricing. So I think even if I end up like, oh, did you put it in the box?
I put the coffee in there, yeah.
Oh,
Could be.
I had one of those filters on by accident. 5 coffees, 5 horns, and 3 smoke daddies. Actually, I have enough for the that complete that extra mission.
It looks like I got 5 or so copians over here. Ooh, maybe more. Maybe a whole big old pack of them. How come I never found these when I was looking?
I told you I got the sweet spot here.
Yeah. Alright, knives only.
There you go, dude,
Yeah.
like a real man.
What's to bring the cross? Oh, wow. How many do I have? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 8.
The back door didn't close.
And I think I saw a ping for Boyd's. It should be the Marocs, so we can go get some of those next.
Close. There we go.
Takeoff complete.
Now where's the Quade marker?
Oh no, I didn't bring any drinks. Crap.
Oh,
Thought I had some Lux on me. I'll just lay down in your med bed.
Online.
oh,
Briefing complete.
I just severely damaged my ship.
Ruh-roh.
Engines online.
And actually,
Takeoff
yeah, I
complete.
hovered and then I went to hit the inventory button to check to see if what drinks I had with me, and I shut off my engine and I dropped.
Yeah.
Now my engine's got a yellow light and my whole ship is red on my display.
Just fly with caution from here on out.
I'm getting a major torque warnings now.
Landing gear raised. Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
But see, that mistake I can blame on you. I would have never made that mistake. Well, I can't say that because I exited myself from the ship. But see, hitting I for inventory is exactly what you want to do, except when you're hovering 25 feet over the ground. Over here where it's flat. And there's not a blue spot of my ship yet. The whole little display is all red, every single bit of it, except for the wingtips. They're still that cyan blue. Looks good from the outside, though.
Oh, wait, I'm under attack. Ow.
Yeah, they said
They started
took 20
patrolling around and I was AFK. Oh, they're all after me.
And they take like 25% of your health per like bite. I was reading. Fuck little flatter since
Got him. Well, I like this gun a lot. Alright, well, let me bring all the bodies into the same location at least. That's funny, I was tabbed out taking the screenshot and putting it in Discord. And then I noticed out of the corner of my eye that all of a sudden there's a dog standing right in front of me. Like, oh, crap.
Oh, is that the beep on Discord? Are you doing a
Yeah.
screenshot?
Yeah, it's just me standing with these Copian. Actually, it's probably... You probably... Let me look at it real quick. It's probably got me... Like, right before they noticed me or something. You know. Alright, let me make sure there's not any more over here. Was that all 8 of them? Yeah, it looks like everybody. Alright.
Oh, now let's see if I can see what. I have a synergy and 4 luxes. Oh, and the coffees.
It's fine. I'll just borrow your med bed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In fact, let me try it out because I'm down to 75 food. I can top off my food and make sure this thing is still operational. Yep. Food going up. 99.
Drop them right next to you there. Gotta make a nice stack.
Door. Yeah, sometimes it makes me.
Yeah, like there's a double scoop of them.
See, I should keep count. That's 7. Should be number 8.
Alright, I'll be over at your Pisces real quick.
Wow. No whole herd here.
I know, all of a sudden they were all running at me. What I get for taking pretty pictures. You got a lot of red lights flashing in here.
Yeah, it's. I told you the whole thing is. There's not one part of it that's not damaged now.
Well, for a moment, I was like, oh, let me set my spawn on Kraig's ship, but maybe I'll pass.
Yeah, it works good, but it's very fragile right now. And I got to see which ones I've taken the horns off of.
When they first put these in game, people were kind of like scooping them onto their ships and then taking them into their persistent hangars and kind of coaxing them out by having them, you know, aggro and run around. And so it's kind of great, like, basically had guard dogs in your hangars. Because at that point in time, also, people could come into your hangars and grief you. I was like, this is a pretty interesting... They're not that dangerous, but it's a pretty interesting solution to the griefer problem. Yeah. Man, I just got into this guy's hangar. That's awesome. And attack dogs.
Let's see, we got 13.
Yep, that should be right.
More for the mission. We have like 15 for the mission you took.
Yeah. Alright, let me see what I can do about these
Do we have to
boards.
turn those in for that mission? Do we have to turn them in or just kill them?
The mission, I think we just kill them. Is it just one bird? Is it a lot of birds? I don't even see the
It just
birds.
says eliminate tundra. Eliminate. It gives me the 3 different animals, but not how many. How do you know how many?
Mine says 0 out of 15, 11 out of 15, and 0 out of 15.
Oh yeah, on track. There we go. Oh, cause yeah, we did 2 of them before we took the mission. I have 13 horns.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to shoot anything here. I'm gonna continue
Now for
along
this
this
first
way.
mission,
Then.
I can go to any Wicklow Center, right?
I think so. I mean, I would double check that it doesn't name it, but I'm pretty sure any of them will do for the first mission.
Oh yeah, I didn't even take the mission. I thought I'd collect them first and then take the mission. I wonder if that was a bad idea. Needs to track via tracks, offer, collection, new to system. We have to go to the one near Yeller. Once Manny. If I track this one, what did it say I have? Sliding glass door. Bring that good old store all in. Yeah, my original plan, I was gonna get all the basic security evaluations out of the way, which is why I brought this box, but it's actually, I'm not using it all, and it's causing me troubles getting it out.
All right, got another herd over here. It's like 5, 6. That'll be enough to do the mission. And not quite enough. I think you'd need one more after this to get your 20.
No, I only need 3.
Oh,
So
great.
it's just that very, first introductory mission.
Engines online. Takeoff complete.
All right. Might be stealing all your kills, but not too bad of a session.
Oh, completed.
Yeah, so we got the
Objective.
Tundra ones.
Oh, another thing I found out, which was confusing me, because I kept looking for that call to arms mission, and I noticed it wasn't appearing a lot. It kind of come and go, and so whenever I saw it, I'd always grab it. And I looked and it said I've killed 0 criminals, and so I kind of read the description closer, and it said that I get that $500 kind of extra bounty for killing criminals as long as they're not part of a contract I'm already getting paid for. Because before you go into like a bunker and kill all the bad guys, and you just get that extra $500 cash free money for doing kills that you're already planning on doing. But now that's not the case.
Yeah, I think I like it when I'm doing not bunkers, but like distribution centers, and like guys can be spawning from multiple missions or old missions. Or if
Yep.
you're doing a bounty, right? Usually there'll be like 4 or 5 guys, but only one is the target you're trying to kill. So you get a little bit of money for the other guys.
This is some nice terrain in here.
I know, I'm really enjoying the grass that I'm in.
Like these little hills and valleys and ridge lines. You forget how nice. I think one time I just came out to Microtech. Yeah, it's take me a long time to like slow down. and I actually climbed a mountain. I just came out, got into like a snowsuit, and flew out to like the edge of this kind of mountain and climbed all the way up to the peak of it.
One
It's
of
actually pretty fun, and I thought, what a weird thing to do in a, kind of a shooting video game.
right.
Is to go out on a little nature hike.
That's one time I convinced Brevity and Kenai to race hover bikes from, I think it was from Dunborough to Astor's Clearing or something like that, or Dunborough to Harper's Point. So you're like up high on a mountain in like one of these wrecked settlements. And then there's like a river and a lake. And like where the river meets the lake is like where this other settlement is, but it's like 160 kilometers. And you're like going through mountains. So I was like, come on, guys. Whatever vehicle you want. You want to bring ground vehicles, you want to bring hover bikes, like, let's do it. And it took us like 5 hours. It took us so long. It was so hard to do, but it was a lot of fun because you're like going through really pretty terrain.
Yeah, I watched that video series that Citizen Kate did.
Yeah, that's what inspired me.
She did that around the whole planet trip, and it took them like 2 weeks or something to do that. Which is impressive. So you forget how big these places are, because you can zip around them so quick in your ship.
Right.
Now I think for this mission that because I tracked the other mission now, and it's still giving me like zeros for everything. Let me see when I pick this one up, because I think I have to like drop it on some elevator, right?
Yeah, you have to deliver it to the freight elevator in whichever Wicklow location it says.
Even these like tiny little items, they fit on the
Yep.
freight elevator?
Yeah, you just gotta drop them and pray, I guess. You can deliver them to the local inventory, like there's an inventory terminal there, and you can drag them out of your backpack, and then you can bring them up on the freight elevator, and then send them back down. That's another way to do it. I don't know which one is more risks, causing more problems.
Well, actually, I have I got 3 smoke daddies and 5 coffees, and I'll have extra horns. So at least I can try putting them on the elevator and see how that works. If it fails, then I'll have enough for I can do 3 times, or I'll have to go buy another smoke daddy.
I'm gonna see if I can find. So we're gonna get forest copian, which are gonna be like. Yeah, you could probably get them at the place with the crashed reclaimer. That one.
Ghost Hollow?
Yeah. And then Astor's Clearing. Oh, they brought player bounties back.
Yeah. In fact, when I was playing earlier today, I had 4 bounties, but it was 2 each for 2 players. So I figured, that sounds like a setup. Remember back in the day, that's what some PvP guys wanted to do is specifically get a bounty on themselves to bring people to them.
Yeah, I could see that.
So you're
just farming bounty
like,
hunters. But now nobody can steal gear, right? You used to be able to steal their gear. You're like, this bounty hunter's got a cool set of armor. Now it's like, well, doesn't matter.
Now it's a good old griefing.
Right. Alright. Find this old Astor's Clearing here.
Let me switch back to the other. Oh. In fact, you should grab the Hunt the Pileus, because it looks like it's pretty far along.
Sounds like a plan.
neutralizing reinforcements. So they got to the capital ship, so they gotta kill these reinforcements and then await the flares, and then it ends or fails. Or, let me go back and track the other mission. Is there a way to get to the contract screen with one click, or do you always have to?
No, I don't think so. I guess it's possible there's a keybind that goes directly there that you could set.
Oh yeah, maybe. I am going to that screen a lot, and it's always, yeah. I'd like to have like the map screen where you can just pop right to it. Oh, did I close the back door? Yes, I did.
Landing gear raised.
Yeah, any type of motion I get that major torque and bounce flag coming up. Now where is Mr. Quade marker?
So I've flown out to Astor's Clearing. It is unfortunately nighttime. But there's
Oh.
usually some copians and stuff around here that we can go hunt in the forest.
Yeah, I was looking for you on the horizon, and you're probably down at my feet. Where's the Markov?
Probably around the same area. Yeah, there's forest copians in here. Alright, so let me
Actually, I wanted to
find
see if I can
my...
find the cave copians on Hurston. Because they're in the sand caves, and that's another place it's on my list of new sites to see. I think the sand caves are coming in the very next patch after my ice finally gave out. So
Engines off.
I think it was in PTU, like I think at that point I'd stopped playing, and I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with my eyes, and I had no idea yet.
Shields off.
Let's find an OM marker. Oh, I can use
Oh, these are a lot more aggressive. Woo!
the fourth one.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Quade. Oh, Astor's Clearing. That was on my list of places I wanted. The shop there sells.
Yeah, come hang out.
They sell the laser pointers. One of
I'll
the
grab-
places you can buy them.
You don't need forest horns, do you?
No.
Okay, I'll grab these then. I don't know if we need them or not for anything, but I'll keep them.
It was one of those things like an indie game, like the Bethesda games like that. Is like whenever you think, oh, this is garbage, I don't need it. The very next thing you run into something where you have to go. You need that specific thing for some recipe. I guess there's not that many crafting recipes in the game yet, right? There's the Wicklow thingamajig, and then there's salvage, the little device on the salvage ships.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not... and that's being generous if you're calling Wicklow crafting, right?
What is that same kind of feel? Is collect some stuff, go to some machine, and plug it in, and something comes out.
Right. Crafting for me would be like, okay, and then I take all these resources and I have to wait. I feel like mining is almost closer to crafting. So you have to like wait for the refinery to produce something.
Oh yeah, part of what's damaged is my brakes, it looks like. I wonder if I can see this going on the outside. Yeah, my nose thrusters must be really damaged.
Yeah, it must have
Whenever
come
I try
down
to
right on him.
brake. It's dead.
Shields online.
Alright, so there were 7 copian by my little landing pad. It's actually
Here,
like
in fact, want me
scenically
to-
located, which is nice.
What I should be doing is looking for the next thing. Since you already have that handled.
Well, I was going to walk around in the settlement, and that's something you wanted to do too, so
Oh,
just come on
yeah.
down. Yeah, it's a nice
Well,
outpost. I don't know if there's any NPCs. Some people come by and kill them all.
Oh, did I just turn on my ambulance lights?
Get your wee-woos on.
Yep. I hit the light button thinking it was the spotlight.
Landing gear deployed.
But here, I guess the lights turn on the... How do I get a spotlight in this thing? Oh, maybe it doesn't have one. Can't see shit. Yes. Hope there's no obstacles here.
There's a lot of trees around.
It's rumored I can use that ping. Okay, here I'm starting to see.
Hey, you wanted that epic armor and the backpack that fits everything? Because I
Yeah.
got a guy right here that has it. But then we're going to be in a firefight.
Actually, that may be a bad idea because my ship might not survive that. Like when I was using the arrow or the Super Hornet for the first time. See if I can. Might be the best place to land, but let me see if I can find a better place. Maybe down right in a group of buildings. Don't mind me, I'm gonna land right in the center of town.
Yep, there's a wire there, don't die.
Yep, I just noticed that. By hitting it, I mean. Oh, but I was coming in my Super Hornet to one of the bunkers, and I got really close to the guys.
Oh,
to make sure they weren't
what?
secured.
What just happened? Who are you? No,
Yep.
you. So I downed the guy and knocked him out. And another guard patrolled over and woke him up. I did not know that was even within the realm of possibility.
Oh, you used like a med pound?
I guess, yeah, he did something to wake him up. Anyway, here's a
I've
new
seen
set of
it.
armor for you with the universal large backpack. So
Should I bring the box over?
I dropped him right behind your ramp.
Oh.
Because I did the melee takedown out of sight, I don't think I triggered the hostilities. Yeah, throw this stuff in your box or wear this armor instead or whatever you want. Yeah, so this little backpack, for whatever reason... Oh, look. He's doing it. He's doing it. I think he woke his buddy up. No, you stop. Stop it.
Oh, he got up. I was in the middle of looting.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock him down again. Stop.
Knock the other guy down.
All you guys, stop it. Stop. Ah! Fuck off. You could probably just ignore the firefight. I think I've aggroed them.
Yeah, I think I was gonna try that. Oh, I looted the wrong guy.
Ooh.
So much of sightseeing in the peaceful village.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get away from you so you're not caught in any crossfire.
So Dust Devil Armor Core.
Yeah, just take all the Dust Devil stuff, because that's pretty hard to find. The only place you can get it is, like, where we're at now. You can loot it. And then the backpack is called, I think, the Warden Backpack. And that's the one that is large, but will let you wear it with everything. And it's not quite as big as, like, the Pembroke, but it's pretty good.
It was nice, and he had a bunch of FS9 ammo.
Yeah, just be aware those guys might come wake him up now, so, you know, he might get up and walk away from you.
Oh, let me remove his backpack then, at least, put it on the ground. One loot. How do I get his backpack off?
You should just be able to drag it off.
He's not showing up in his inventory.
Did you already take it?
No, it's...
Oop.
Oh, someone's shooting me.
Yeah, these freaking guys.
He's got his backpack on. I can see it on his wrist. Oh, Warden backpack. Here it is. Didn't grab it. This is the most important thing. Go empty out my backpack, and I should be able to move the rest of it to the box. Yeah, 150.
Yeah, so it's like the second highest capacity.
Yeah, the Penbrooks are 180. That's the...
And it says it's only compatible, or it might say all, or it might say it's only compatible with heavy, but either way, unless they patched it this patch, it works with every size of armor. Which is why it's kind of so in demand.
Now he should have room to go get the rest of his stuff. The stuff pants. Oh, the jacket is big. Do I have a little backpack on? No, I have 150k here.
Yeah, but you can, like, move some of the stuff into your box or your local inventory or whatever.
Plus, I'm just the last two items I've had to take one at a time. Like the pants and the jacket are both large enough that, and all I have is I just kept some FS9 armor. There we go. He can keep his pistol. Might as well look at these other. Oh, what's this gun? Oh, just a 54. You don't fuck with Quade. Link's fire break. Just hear you just wrecking havoc around.
Yeah, this gun's pretty awesome. Well, I found the bar and there were a lot of guys inside of it.
Microwave battle suit, yeah, that's all standard stuff I've seen before. Yeah, we look around town. I wanted to see the shop because this is where. Did you kill the shopkeeper?
No, actually. Yeah, I'll show you where it is. There's the bar. Shop is right in here.
Yeah, when I went to that shepherd's place, I made it into the one like building that looked like an office building, where it just had some desks and stuff. And then I went to a place that was the bar, and that's when the guy pounced me, but I never made it to the shop. Is there a terminal in here, or do you buy it from the guy?
There's a terminal.
Ah, I see it. Shop terminal. So supposedly, this has those. Oh, they got, yeah, all kinds of special stuff. Cliff back t-shirts, some hats. Let me look at the categories real quick. I want to see what kind of things these outposts had to offer that were different from a normal shop. Because I saw when you were out in Pyro, there were some neat kind of outfits that are kind of like half clothing, half armor. But you're not really like the undersuit armor, not really clothing, but kind
Yeah.
of half and half. Look kind of cool. Kind of special hats. Pants that kind of look like those Lorville wood pants.
Broke up a
Oh,
poker
look at
game.
that jacket. Man salute jacket. Kind of cool. What's this? Dust tone duster.
Pretty sweet duster. Perfect for getting in the spirit of Drake Day.
Sinkhole backpack. That's the one I used to use with that Nightfire set. That it's the one that you got the singularity, but it's got more red on it.
Yeah.
So the sinkhole backpack matches it pretty good, but it's a medium. Aftershock. That's standard. Aftershock, Calico. You know what I'm hoping for is that mysterious set of the Olive Inquisitor. They just snuck in the game without anyone knowing it.
Always worth checking.
Second light.
Alright, I don't think anybody on this side of the camp has heard of me.
The other day.
Nobody's
I
shooting
mentioned
at
the
me. Yet.
railgun the other day, and I've been wanting one ever since, and haven't seen it. Oh no.
Yeah, I pretty much have only ever seen them in like bunkers.
Yeah, it should be a loot only. But I was finding a lot of like kind of loot only guns in the bunkers I was doing this morning. I don't see it yet. I got 2 FS-55 guns, but I don't think I like those. But I couldn't remember if I did or not, so I picked them up.
I mean, they're fine at a kind of short range. Put a lot
Usually
of rounds out.
I like to keep the FS9, and I like the Democo, but I'd kind of switch off between Democo and the FS9 because they kind of fell in the same niche. I'm not seeing it. Here's a Gamma #1 reflex. Oh, there it is. E-pointers. So yeah, the universal item finder did not lie. Yeah, these places are kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying. I don't think I've ever been here at night either, so I'm kind of like going out following some of these like floodlights that are out in the woods. I don't know exactly what they're showing us. Is it a landing pad, maybe? Yeah. There's also like a big tower out here. I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, I almost hit that on the way in. So I got clipped the wire instead.
See if we can find some copions.
Yeah, they had because I used to tour around those little slums outside the wall at Lorville, which is the kind of closest thing to this kind of field that used to be in the game. But, this is much better but it still has that kind of same kind of rundown, dystopian feel to it. Oh yeah, this is bigger than I thought. This is pretty far away.
Well, I didn't intend to massacre a bunch of people. I was hoping I could just get the one guy for you. But the AI proved better equipped than I was prepared for.
Oh, what's this guy doing? There's an NPC like standing under this tower, like beaming some like laser beam.
Doing repairs.
Up. Yeah. Kind of cool little animation. Well, you're still like 150 yards ahead of me. Way up. Are you climbing up a hill?
I'm climbing up a tower. Wonder if there's anything, loot boxes or anything up here. It doesn't look like it.
Oh yeah, I see it between the trees now.
Although looking around, they need to vary tree height a little bit because there's just like a big flat set of trees that are all the exact same height. Well, I don't see any copion.
Yeah, this is cooler at night. Well, actually, I've never seen it in the day, so it's I can't compare. But I like this. Like you said, like the kind of floodlights kind of lead you off into different directions. Think there must be something over here, or just or here's a path to something.
It's funny because right when I landed on that other pad, there were copion. So I was hoping that'd be the case over here, but I might have to go out and ping more. Yeah, because it's kind of neat that they hang around the outside of settlements looking for scraps or picking off a drunkard wandering into the forest too far.
Oh, are there loot boxes in a place like this?
I don't know. I thought there would be, but I haven't seen one at all the entire time.
Actually, I haven't been looking. I've just been looking at the scenery. I wasn't even looking for any kind of peek in one of these greenhouses. Oh, can I pick anything off?
Probably.
Wasn't there some place in Pyro that you could pick stuff off of
Yeah,
the?
it's the exact same kind of setup as these little like
Yep.
greenhouses.
Or like one was harvestable and one wasn't that you went into. Yeah, and I really want to see the one in Orson to see is it the same, same land. Oh,
I'm working my way back to my ship. I'll start pinging around for
what's this? I
more
thought I got
wildlife.
to a loot. I thought I got to a loot box, but it was something I could just pick. Oh, it's a flashlight. Is it? No. What? Oh, what's this? It's some gem, I think.
Oh, they do
A
have
whole table.
boxes of gems that you can pick up.
This is just gems laying out on a table. Let's see which kind of gems they are. It's Aphorite. Oh, it's
I mean, it's still
that little.
better than nothing.
Yeah. Well, just to say, oop, I still got some in my hand. This way. Yeah, I saw one of those like red weapons loot boxes, and I saw a little interaction thing on it, so I picked it, but then it picked up. But the first thing I picked up looked like a flashlight. Let me see if I did pick that up. Yeah, it's a placeholder. I don't know what it is, but it's a little rod shaped thing. Kind of looks like a flashlight shape. But yeah, it was laying on top of the red box, so I thought, oh, it's lootable, but it grabbed that thing. But that let me see all the gems that were like just laying right next to it on the table. Oh, here's one on the ground. I'm mining. I didn't expect to be, but now I have gems to sell.
I can't tell if somebody's flying around with a big light or if there's just some kind of weird graphical thing going on, but
Yeah,
let me,
oh no, there's someone coming in for a landing.
oh, there you go.
It's a freelancer Max, or no, it's just that Star Tech or Starlancer. He's looking for a place to land. It looks like. Can you see him? Where,
Yeah, he
you're
found a
close
spot
by.
kind of right in the middle. Yeah, I just got in my ship.
Yeah, I'll get out of here before he gets in here.
Yeah, he's looking for somewhere to go. I'm gonna go locate, since we're in the forest, I'm sure we can find more forest copium.
He's coming to kill me, I know.
Probably not. Because he'd blow our ships up from the air, more than likely. Alright, I found some copium. You see how easy it is for people to get the drop on you out here.
Yeah.
You know, you got these big trees, like I couldn't see a ship at all. And with the tack, I mean, that is a ship designed to, you know, just be a gunship flying around, hitting you on the ground.
I bet like an idiot. Yep, I even left my back door open, which I told myself I would never be dumb enough to do that. And a whole box full of prime wear any size backpack loot that you could look for. In fact, the guy's probably coming to find one of those backpacks, and he would have found it right here in this nice box I paid for.
Got him.
Close it. Turn off. I'll see if I can get out of here without hitting that wire again. Close the back door before he ganks me. Where's that wire? There it is.
Right, so now we just need to find some Maroks. Yeah, I don't know if you want to go hand in your Wicklow thing or get repairs or whatever else.
I was thinking I was thinking I should probably go up to Tressler because I'm gonna have to repair since my ship is so damaged. Like you go repair, and by that time you will close out that mission. Maybe we can go out to Wicklow then. Do you have any reason to go there?
Not really, but I mean, I'm down for anything. Copian.
Oh, that's your marker. Where is the OM? There it is. I hate that is, but I think 20% of the time I hit the button that used to hyper jump me rather than the new one. I had to rethink my key mappings. It's the same key I used to use to jump in Elite also. So I mapped that same key for jumps here. So there's like too much muscle memory that keeps fighting upstream.
Hardly feels fair. I have a gun that shoots lightning.
Well, that's I could tell I was immediately outmatched at that place in Pyro because the guy that took me out, he like entered the building, immediately took me down with the lightning thing. Didn't even look around. So I was, when I was coming in, I was looking around like, hey, look at this place, and like trying to figure out who was NPCs and who wasn't. He just walked. As soon as he entered the door, that lightning bolt came out right at me. But I guess I was, wearing, player armor, so that probably made it easier to say this. He's not wearing the local clothing. If you're going to do, I request a pad so I can take that box out and store it, and that way that'll safeguard all this stuff. That way I don't have to go to Wicklow now. but then I won't have any chance of losing all this ill-gotten gains. Hangar requested.
They're spawning in groups of 5. Not be hard to finish them off.
I gotta make sure I don't hit one of those little floating turrets outside of Port Tress here, and
I know, they kind
the
of
rest
creep
of the
up
way.
on you.
Let's see, it's night here, and I know like if I breathe on this ship, it's gonna die. Come on. Oh! Someone just rammed the hangar right next to me. The whole ship just went right out. Come on. Ease it in.
What is going on with my ship here? What is going on with my ship? Oh my god, I am like stuck. That was so weird.
What's happening?
Alright.
Repair first. Oh, I gotta. Set that bad boy down.
There we go, found another batch of Boyds.
Engines off.
You go dump all these horns off. Test your inventory.
Alright, mission complete.
The flashlight, whatever it is. Where'd I get this Ranger 12 shotgun ammo? We're looting that. It was probably in one of the outfits I grabbed. Extra FS9, which I always enjoy.
Engines on.
I use any med pens.
Launch sequence complete.
Stuff.
Shield off. Landing gear up.
Grenades. Let me make sure I got the stuff I want in here. There's my coffee. There's the smoke daddies. Where's the horns? Oh, there they are. The small guys. Oh, we empty out that crate too. Yeah, Warden backpack, 150. Heavy backpack.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh, core compatibility. It says heavy.
Yeah, see if you can put it on with something else.
I'll have to redo all my loadouts. I'll save it and report to you later. I'm all loaded out now. I need to redo. Oh, I guess. Redo it. Do I have any lighter armor here? Actually, I don't have any other armor here. I don't store too much at this station.
Quantum travel complete.
Get rid of the synergy. Hop off. Myself some more space.
Shield on.
But do I have rep with that wildlife company now?
Probably.
Let me look. Nope, they don't have rep. They got Microtech, North Rock, Hurston, Headhunter, Foxwell. Yep.
Engines off.
Oh, Hunt Polaris failed.
Yeah, I'll share some missions with you. Got a mission.
Let me get out my Mobley glass. All right.
Get my security contractor evaluation done here.
What's this? No appropriate item. There's a. What are these things? Like little rivets on the wall. Oh, is
Uses?
this like where you hang stuff in your hangar?
Oh, maybe.
Self-land rivals. There's like two like little rivets on the wall that give me no appropriate item with like a slash through it.
Could be.
But it's that little F box asking me to. Yeah, it looks like maybe I can hang some like artwork on this wall. But this is not my hangar.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
not
maybe that's why
leave anything
maybe that's why
behind.
it's telling me that you can't do this because it's not your personal hangar, but it's the same artwork. All right, well here, let me get back in. Oh, let me make sure I'm all ammoed up.
Yeah, I mean, you can keep doing the Wicklow stuff. I don't mind. I'm just gonna run a couple of these, see if any
No,
good
I
loot
figured
shows up.
I was thinking about doing it just because I had that stuff, and I thought if I hate to do something and get my inventory flushed. So now that it's in here safeguarded, I'd rather, because I have to fly all the way to Crusader to do that, so I can do that anytime. Oh,
This
since
might
I
be
accepted
bugged
that
anyway.
mission,
Every elevator is already full of guards.
I have to get. I took all my ammo, FS9 ammo out. Let me grab that back in. Do I still have my gallant? Yep. Where's ammo? Take these. That's P4 ammo.
Yeah, I think unless these guards turn on and walk out of the elevator, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this mission anyway. Because we need a spawn closet.
But are they standing in there with the door open, or?
Yeah, they're
What do you
standing in there
mean?
with the door open.
But can't you still shoot them?
No,
I know when
the
that happened.
guards are standing in the elevators with the doors open. So nobody's gonna spawn in the elevators while the guards are standing in them with the doors open.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so don't worry about coming here.
Oh wait, I don't. Did you kill that mission? It's not on my. It's not on my list. I
The
have
security
collection
contractor?
to new. Yeah, collection to New Wicklow and priority. The hunt the players, which I just accepted again. Those are my two. I only have 2 accepted missions.
Weird.
Thanks for the assist. Hopefully you're up to speed with the mission specifics, but just in case, just you. Frontier fighters.
Yeah, I mean, it's still active for me, but I can't get anything to spawn, so I don't know what to do.
Sure to figure out a plan for it. Draw, just to terrorize Stanton. Bottom line, can't let them get
Here, let
away.
me see if, because I think I have to do my security contractor mission here too. So let me see if I can grab it.
I'll try sharing it again.
Well, if it's bugged, don't do that. Because what I was thinking is I could. Oh, what's a service beacon? Medical rescue. Oh, that's guy. I thought because if I should have my microtech security evaluation mission. Oh no, I did that one because I needed to. How did you get your yellow contracts? If I had to, that's the one.
I don't know.
That's like the first one I had to do. I had to do my microtech security evaluation, and then that gave me the Foxwell security evaluation. What can I do here? I can do defend occupants. What's this? Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Talking about wildlife, and it's like, what? Defending occupants from wildlife. So I got one for the data center on Microtech, defend occupants. That's the one with the good guys. And then I have security sweep, patrol, merc, ambush, combat scenario. Oh, here's 3 player bounties. Salvage. Here, what I'll do is I'll get this. I'm up here at Microtech. Security trainee. So what I'll do is I'll grab this other one, defend occupants, which is the same, should be the exact same
Yeah.
mission with good and bad guys.
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Or you can stay there because I still have to come out of the
I
station.
mean, there's no reason for me to stay here. there's nothing going on.
I say you can if you want you can give it a little bit more time because I might have to wait for a pad and all that.
Engines
My
online.
thrusters are green though. That's good. Oh, did I put my helmet back on? I don't think I did. Put that on just in case.
Launch is complete. Landing gear up.
Yep.
Shield off.
Yeah, I've been terrified about leaving my helmet off because you mentioned that you can you can get it to kind of just get lost. So I have this ingrained fear now of all right, I look good, and this is a. I won't make that mistake where I try to go out the top when it's a backdoor loader.
Takeoff complete.
That's another stupid thing I've done at this very location. Bouncing off the roof until I realized the door was behind me. Oh, right out. Here, when I get out, I'll share this mission with you so you know the location.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm probably good for about one more, then I should call it a night.
I still think the highlight of my night was that first rescue.
Yeah, I think that's awesome that that worked.
I'm shocked that I exited my craft like that and watched it fly away, only to find out that I was flying away from it. That's why it didn't. The marker for it seemed I was looking at the planet, and the marker seemed to be going away from me, and it looked like I was perfectly still. But as soon as I looked, backwards, I could see that those the space dust. I was falling towards the planet. Put the map now. Track.
Yeah, be sure to share that for me if you get a chance.
Oh yeah, I was just there. On track. Defend occupants. Ready for the share?
Yep.
Share incoming.
Yep, there it is. Great.
Data center L8P. Let me try it. I found like this. You're plotting a course to a mission location like this is like works like a charm. It's like a 50-50 shot. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you just click the button and it ignores it. In fact, when the course plots really quickly. Oh wait, I have to probably jump to microtech first here, right?
Most likely.
Oh no, yeah, it is. I did this over her. Oh, let me letting me go there.
Quantum travel complete.
Selected a bunker on Hurston like this, and it so I point to it, it would calibrate, and as soon as it would get to like your 99%, it would go back to online instead of to ready. And I did that 4 times, like what the fuck is going on? And then I realized that you have to I still had to do that little micro jump from Everest Harbor down to Hurston, and then I could go to a Hurston, marker.
Right. Yeah, it's kind
But
of
you're right.
it's really annoying when that happens, or like when they're overlapping and you can't get it to settle on one location.
Well, that's what I found. If you if you kind of select the the mission target, if there's overlapping targets, it prioritizes that one. That's why I always keep trying it, just because it kind of solves that issue. Weird. I saw your marker going to this place, but now that I'm close, it's disappeared.
Oh, I'm behind you. I'm just kind of slowly cruising in.
Oh.
So we left an Asgard here.
Uh-oh. What happened?
What?
I just exploded and I'm dead.
Really?
Oh, and I'm back to Lorville since my spawn point was in.
Did you just fly into the ground?
I don't think so. Yeah, it was still like 5 kilometers away, I thought. Oh, I wasn't looking at. I wonder if I hit like a mountain range in between me and it. Because I wasn't pinging like I used to when I flew at night like this. I'm all the way back in Lorville now. On the bright side, I can see how much script I have.
There you go. Yeah, I don't even see your ship where it impacted. Another crater. You finally got your crater.
Well, that one I could see that it disintegrated because I went outside the ship and I saw it like just exploding. But that's why I didn't think I saw ground around it. But does it still give you a white suit even though I'm on my armor now?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's the first time I've spawned. Because I actually see what I got. Oh yeah, so all my pockets are empty now, which I just had like ammo and a med gun. But I still got everything that that I had equipped in my 2 guns. Yep. All right, that's the most important thing. I'd hate to lose my ×4 scope and here's nice inventory.
Good thing you went back to Tressler and emptied out that box and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I thought. As soon as I did that, I thought, I got all this stuff now, and I'll be mad if we go on a different mission and I end up just doing something stupid, like running into a wire. So actually, let's see. It's under other, isn't it? Oh yeah, here's we stack them on. And the nice thing, I have a bunch of 30s and 2s and 1s now since I've been doing those patrol missions, but they seem like it's the most reliable thing to stack in the game. Are these things? I did some mission with 15s. So I got a few stacks of 15s. I wonder what those were. All these 30s are nice Polaris ones. 715.
Whoa.
And I have no idea.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if that's a good number or not.
But even if, so I was thinking if 50 gets you a favor, then at 500 I had 10 favors. But then I don't know, how many favors you need to, does an armor take 50 favors then? Or is it just 5 or 10 favors?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine at this point. I've never bothered to do anything besides that very first Wicklow mission.
there's that interceptor helmet. What's because if on the
Oh, you get. I know about those. You get those from Ace Pilot.
you like bounty hunt and blow up a ship, and
I
then you have to
I
get
think
out.
they have a
and-
random chance of spawning on those patrol missions, if I remember correctly. I just don't know if you have to get up to the higher level ones or not.
How do you know if you're fighting an ace pilot or not? Does it identify?
Yeah, it gives
markers?
it flags it. So they get like a
But then after
special
you kill the
marker, and
guy,
you get a new objective, and it says, "Hey, you need to investigate this Ace Pilot."
Okay. Then you have to kind of stop and get out and molest his body. Out of his-
Yes, yeah. Strip his clothes, get his gear.
So that has to take some time. So like farming that stuff has to take a long ass time.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so they make script easier to get, and then they bring in the next thing that's impossible to get. Yeah, they just sort of like are adding bit by bit all the different components and currencies you need.
And it's weird because then that would be a good thing to kind of sell in game. But if a guy is good enough to go farm a bunch of interceptor pilot helmets, yeah, he's got so much cash that how much cash do you have to offer him to make it worth his while?
Right?
Because I'll sell him, I'll buy him for $1 million a piece. It's like I got too many millions. Get away. I was telling Mantis, like the other night after you left, in fact, probably 5 minutes after you left, Mantis popped on. So I was talking to him, so it was like, whatever we were doing, and I was kind of wrapping up, and I was going to dump off my inventory and stuff. So I went back to Lorville to count my scripts. I told Mantis one of my secrets is you can tell a real Lorville resident if you know the shortcut through the MV bar to get to Tammany and Sons.
There you go.
If
Yeah,
you're not a
that's right.
resident, you have no idea.
Yeah, forgot
how
about
to
that.
work. Just little tricks like that let you know that you're local. But luckily here, I think all the stuff that was in my backpack that I lost, I can get right here at Tammany and Sons. Which I always thought was one of the better shops in the game, except for guns. Which I kind of like. It has that kind of lore that they used to sell no firearms, except they used to sell like some shotguns or something like real. But yeah, all you can get is the only thing under personal weapons is frag grenades, but no other firearms because that will only allow the people to
Right, to rise up against Papa Hurston. Yeah.
See, little things like that is what made me fall in love with Lorville. That and like the bags over people.
Oh, I know. The bags are such a quality touch. Well, I remember wanting to know if they were vacuum. What is a Bandami helmet? Ooh, I'm gonna have to look at that. All right, let's take
I
this
think I
thing
tried
off.
that too, and I can't. I don't know what the result of that experiment was.
They are not gonna keep you from dying in a vacuum.
Just good for smog.
Yeah, that was back before they had the internal hangars, right? So I just landed on a pad at Evers Harbor and got out of my ship and started suffocating. I was like, all right. Well, that answers that question. Oh, not any good loot boxes here.
Oh, and got rid of that bugged crate for me. Oh no, I left the bugged crate on.
Yeah, it's up at Tressler.
See, that would have been a good thing. That was bothering me. Oh, what's this? dead rig shotgun magazine. I don't know what a dead rig shotgun is.
That's one of those pyro shotguns. It's like a dual barrel pump action. Tons of damage, really short range. That's a shotgun, should be, but
Yeah, in fact, everybody in the bunker I was going into today. All the bad guys had shotguns. All the good guys had arc light pistols. But no one had, any kind of rifle that shot range. But I didn't know until after the mission was over. But I thought, if I would have known that earlier, I could have used that to my advantage. Where's LH? Just buy 2 of these. I never use my pistol, but I always like to have a couple extra. I keep 1 pistol ammo on my belt, and then I normally just keep 2 magazines. Or like and the rest of my belt and backpack has all the Gallant and FS9. What else
yeah.
do I need?
I've stopped carrying any because since you can reload from your backpacks and arm and leg armor compartments and all that. What am I hearing here? It's kind of weird sound. I want to leave. I don't like that sound. It's a boreal stalker out to get me. But yeah, I've stopped. I've just kept all my primary guns ammo in the actual ammo slots, and everything else is in the backpack or the leg armor or whatever. It works great. Or like if I carry a sniper rifle, like I don't need to be able to rapid reload that because I want to be using it at a distance. So it's fine for me to have a slower reload.
Well, the best thing I did earlier today is I sold all that. I had a bunch of that red med pen that's not the hemazole.
Oh yeah, the radiation one.
Like, I guess I looted a bunch in boxes where I thought they were hemozoles. Like, I might as well grab these just in case. So I ended up with like 12 or 15 of them. The many time I almost loaded that on my, my pack instead of what I wanted. So I finally just went to the hospital, one of the clinics and sold them all. That's the only thing I want, I think. Oh, I guess I gotta go right at the hospital. I didn't buy the med gun.
Wow, I blacked out so hard my character started gasping for air. Probably not good.
I still have my
So I've flown the Guardian MX a bunch in combat, and I've flown the regular Guardian a lot in combat, and I really cannot decide which I prefer. It's it's a tricky question. I don't really have a good answer to it. The MX is definitely tankier, definitely has more firepower, but it is slower. And I don't. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I do actually like the
Yep, that's
dual size 5s and the maneuverability, and I don't know. Kind of got to make that decision pretty soon, though, or the ship will go away for purchase, and I'll have to wait on it. But maybe that's the answer. I should just wait on it and buy it in game in 3 months.
Oh yeah, because it's rentable, but it's in that cooldown now that you have to wait for it.
Yeah, I think I could still buy. I think you can still buy it until the ship show is done. Tomorrow or Monday, whatever. I mean, Tuesday, whatever day it's supposed to be like officially done.
For non-real money.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need to.
When you get it in game. Where's the sustenance? What's cruise? Okay. He started coming up with like a standard loadout I like to take. With some cruise, some extra med pens,
yeah,
the extra ammo, and then a med gun and 1 med pen refill. But I keep all the medical stuff and the cruise in my leg, and then all my ammo except for FS9 goes in my core, and I just have the FS9 ammo that ends up having to be in my backpack since that's too big to fit anywhere else. That keeps a little bit of my core ready for, like, you know, some small items that I'm looting. So if I start getting like some tiger claws and things like that you know, are always worth taking. So that's a good way to kind of fill up those other slots. But I like to try to keep my backpack, you know, as clear as possible.
Yeah, I do a very similar setup, I think.
Oh, now I'm interested in that. So I'd love to be able to wear like some light armor with that really good backpack, if that works.
Be sure to discuss side effects with your doctor.
So yeah, as soon as I buy these med guns, I'm gonna go try that. Because if you're right, that would be the best thing I have in the game. Med gun.
Get out there.
Put it right into the legs. One of them. Yeah, it's a feature that I don't use as much as I should, is you buying stuff right into your armor. Because normally I just end up buying it and then I have to immediately go over to an inventory terminal to load it. And then you know, right after I buy it, I think, oh shit, I could have just put it right in there. But it's one of those things I can just never remember to do.
Welcome
And
to
here
the
now,
ASOP
the moment
vehicle
of
retrieval
truth.
system. Your insurance claim has been
I'm gonna
sent.
figure out if you were right.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Hashtag Quade was
Please
right.
visit us again.
Yeah. Well, you know, you play enough, you start to get used to it. All right. I think I'm gonna call it.
Well, here, do you want the answer to your backpack
Oh, that's
question?
true. I do want the answer to the backpack question.
Oh, son of a bitch. My backpack's over on
Oh, and Tressler.
at Fort Tressler.
We'll have to wait another day.
So to be continued.
Yeah, that's one thing worth doing before like 4.2 patch drops, is like collecting all of your stuff and bringing it back to your home location. Although I don't know if I'll be able to do that. It's like, that's one way to be sure that you at least moved it from like one inventory to another and like properly registered it with the server database. You know,
Yes, I do is like I kind of use Everest Harbor. I put like all my crap goes to Lorville, but then I try to use Everest Harbor as my inventory home base.
yeah, I guess I don't know what to do about this new babbage problem I've got and all the.
Yeah, that is. I would say and you.
I mean, I can reset my spawn and go down there and see if it works right now, because it said unknowns hangar before, so maybe it's ready to assign me a new hangar. I don't know, but I'm a little worried I'll get stuck there if I log back in tomorrow and I'm in New Babbage and can't leave. So maybe I'll just stick around to Tressler and wait till they hotfix or something like that.
Yep. Or in fact, I say if you want to try it now, I could come be your backup to take you up to Tressler, or just save it to the next time that we're on together. You're with with someone else from PL.
Yeah, I suppose it's one short train ride, right? And it could be like last time. People abandoned a lot of ships out there, so. Alright, let's try it. Let's backspace. I'll go back to Brentworth. Ride the train real quick, just to see Because I shouldn't have any ships in New Babbage anymore, so I should be able to, like, spawn a Pileus or something there, and that should be good to go.
It's about being your best. Ask your medtech about optional medical services.
Spaceport and industry line.
We run down
You know,
to
I've
the
been
train.
streaming to Discord this whole time, and I don't know why.
I'll see if I got a. This gives me extra time for the Hunt the Polaris to finish.
There you go.
The other guy, I just tracked that mission, and the other guy on the train here has the green dot over his head. So the two people on the train are both slacking off on the Polaris mission.
Well, that can be our plan. If not tomorrow night, then the night after is to do the Polaris. Make sure
Yeah,
we
anytime
at least do it for
afternoon.
real one time, given that it's given you several hundred script.
Yep. I think anytime afternoon, yeah, I can rent, yeah, any type of ship, plus all the ones that you have available. So we should have a pretty good set of options. And I think it comes in a couple stages too, so it might be interesting to to start off in a different type of ship, because you end up having to you have to kill reinforcements and then kill people that are trying to attack that UEE capital ship. So you might want more like a heavy fighter type of ship,
Doors are now closed.
and at the end you want something much more hard hitting.
Right.
What's your biggest ship? Oh, you have a Polaris, don't you?
Yeah.
But when you say we need like 3 people,
I mean, we could do it with 2, and you could man either the really big guns, or the torpedo launcher, or one of the quad turrets. You know, it's doable. But I think it'd be a lot more fun to try running something a little more maneuverable.
Yep.
Especially because there's probably going to be other players there in big capital ships. So we'll be flying in, dodging Idris railgun rounds, trying to make our own hits. Or we can help by, like, killing the fighter escorts and things that it'll have.
I can never read the expedited text now. It says terminals in let's see how much cash do I have now? Almost 6.7 million. So I can afford the expedite fee on my Pisces. It should be small.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Expedite is cost me 2K to expedite it. Actually, less than. I like to wait for the expedited time to get to 0. Because both the expedited time and expedite fee both count down. It'll be like 1800 credits.
Hi, and welcome to New Babbage.
How's it going?
Alright, let's hope.
From the best
Welcome
shopping,
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
be sure to visit New Babbage's
Oh, I thought you were there now?
Vehicle selected.
Alright, see what I can retrieve. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be in luck.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all
The ASOP vehicle
All right, let me.
I should have kept my spawn at Tressler and just flown down and tried it. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna log off for the night. I'm tired.
Aren't you trapped there?
Yeah, we'll just figure it out next time.
You want? I got the thing ready to retrieve right now.
Nah.
All right.
I think I'll call it. Yeah, I think we are
I think I might.
out of luck.
I'm gonna fly over to. I'm gonna fly over to Area 18 and get a Buccaneer. I wanna.
Yeah, get load up on everything.
What's that? I wanted to try all my potential fighters. I wanted to, save up and buy one fighter, but I have a list of ships I still want to buy. I want to buy a Vulture and a Raft. And I still need a fighter then, and I'll need
Oh,
the
and
fighting ship. So
I should have an Idris to play with next week when I get it for the subscriber ship or whatever. They said they were going to wait and do it after the free fly so that there weren't so many of them flying around everywhere. So, yeah, we can fly an Idris and, I don't know, go shoot stuff in Pyro next week or whatever.
I wonder how many people it takes to man that.
Oh, 20. Something. I think just to man the turrets is 12.
But doesn't the pilot get the big guns?
And,
I was wondering what's the
well,
smallest. Well, I guess people are out flying a solo already. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Plenty of people flying it solo, but I think I'm probably going to get screwed in that regard because it's just going to give me the base Idris P and not the K or the T or the M. So I won't have the big gun underneath. I'll just have so it'll be like a good industry ship, right? We can get some prospectors on there or some salvage ships on there and go
Or if I
mining.
get my Vulture, we can go strip the hell out of it.
There you go. Insurance fraud at its finest. On that note, have a good night.